No, I never do.
That's so weird.
Why is that weird, man? It's like, look, I could have gotten a long sleeve shirt, right?
Yeah.
The temperature's dropping. It had a hood.
That's why I'm wearing a hoodie. I don't need a T-shirt.
Yeah, I just grabbed a hoodie that you
What if you go
complimented.
inside? It is a nice hoodie. I
Thank
did
you.
compliment it.
Yeah.
But what if you go somewhere and it's warm?
And then you push your sleeves
You're
up.
wearing your hoodie. You pop that hoodie off. You got a shirt on.
Well, but I don't have that option, so it wasn't going to happen.
Or
I'd be
already have a coat.
Or I'd just be shirtless.
Thrill hit me to one of the coolest facts about Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving.
You don't have to believe me. Just watch it and tell me I'm wrong.
Correct. You want to tell him the fact?
Look, man, Charlie Brown might come off as, I believe they call him a blockhead most of the time.
Yeah.
But apparently, Homeboy's got some cred in the black community. All right? So he's got one black friend, as you all do, I'm sure. Franklin, right?
Yeah.
And Charlie Brown invites everyone that we know to be the Peanuts gang over to his house for Thanksgiving. And he and Linus, I believe, are the ones greeting people at the door.
Correct.
He greets Peppermint Patty. He greets Marcy. He greets, oh, Christ. I mean, Lucy. Everybody. Franklin comes rolling up, all right? They don't say a word to each other. The high five. And I'm like, my man. My man.
So I had never.
What's for dinner tonight? A jive turkey?
I had never noticed it. I don't know if you guys remember, but years ago we were in Baltimore. And we were drinking at some bar, and it was on, and you were like, watch. And I was like, holy S, you're right.
It's so cool, though. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, Franklin. I guess it's like a young version of Samuel L. Jackson. My man.
Gentlemen, I want to wish a very happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Chrissy. Can't wait to celebrate our 10-year anniversary next June, babe. Can I get Coke, Ted, getting us hyped up for the Mariners next year? Love you all. Thanks, guys, and appreciate it.
All right. Coke said, oh, for the Mariners next year. Coke Ted's been waiting for this. I'll be honest with you, I barely slept last night. I've been online battling out with Yankees jackasses. Mariners are going to be good. They're going to make some signings. They're going back to the playoffs. And hopefully they're going to win a World Series. Just go to the World Series, Mariners. We need this. And apparently half the country thinks I'm the biggest Mariners fan ever.
Bald ass idiot. Nice.
Yeah.
All the fellas, I want to wish a happy 42nd to the best brother ever, Steve. He's cracking some golf balls and crushing some beers in Vegas right now. Have a blast this weekend with your wifey. You deserve it, dude. Lots of love from your favorite, because she owns a bar, sister, Suzanne. Dealer's choice there, Mike, for Suzanne's brother.
Uh-oh, look out.
Oh, he's sad.
Chestnut!
He's always a little sad.
What's sad?
He's a Tottenham fan.
Oh, damn. If you see me in a hoodie that's not zip up, then chances are the only thing I'm wearing. If it's zip up, I'm probably wearing a shirt.
That seems wild to me.
I'm a wild man. There was no shirt under that hoodie.
Why is that wild?
It's just hoodies are a top layer.
They are,
Yeah,
but
but
sometimes.
Body, shirt, sweatshirt.
What about you, Mike? Would you wear a hoodie without a shirt in between?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All day. Not just like walking the dog in the morning.
No, that's how we go to work. That's how I come to work. Anytime I have a hoodie on, man, I don't have a shirt.
Somebody's got to help me out here.
What do you
I
mean?
think that's insane.
Why? Why can't you just put on a hoodie? And, ooh, Jesus, spit flew out of my mouth. Why can't you just wear a hoodie and like that? That is my
Right.
top half for the
If
day.
it's plenty cold outside, you should be good.
I wore a hoodie in here the other day. It was so hot in this damn studio.
God, it was.
That's why I wore T-shirts the rest of the week.
What normal people wear a T-shirt underneath their hoodie, so when it gets hot, you still have a T-shirt.
Well, 75% of this room, normal is not doing that.
Yeah, that's all. You're the odd man out, Ted.
What if you go to a bar or a restaurant? It's hot in there. You live hot.
You have a zip-up hoodie. You have a zip-up hoodie.
But the zip-up hoodie, to me,
if you're layering, yeah.
Well, see, the zip-up hoodie helps me because then the coolness of the zipper hits my chest and I'm all good to go.
But see, I wear the...
Damn it, Mike. I can't believe you're shirtless underneath your sweatshirts.
Not all the time.
Well,
That's just, I don't know, it bugs me.
I can tell. This really irritates you.
It does.
Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shirley sits while sipping City Schlitz and petting Fat Chuck Buttbuck. The way we do Ted versus the FCC, 1 time through, 3 times fast.
You got it, man.
Let's do this. All right.
For the hoodie wearers.
For my guy, Cal Raleigh. Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shirley sits while sipping City Schlitz and petting Fat Chuck Buttbuck.
3 times fast.
Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shelley sits while sipping City Schlitz and petting Fat Chuck Buck.
I've got some Mike Tyson jokes.
All right, there you go. He's current.
What does Mike Tyson use to chat with a pope?
What does he use to chat with the Pope?
When he wants to chat with the Pope, what does Mike Tyson use?
The phone?
No, Faith Town. What did Mike Tyson say to Vincent Van Gogh?
Can I take a bite of your ear?
Now you gonna eat that? Close. What do Chris Hemsworth and Mike Tyson have in common after a workout?
They're Thor.
They're both Thor. That's exactly right.
Nice.
What's Mike Tyson's locksmith called?
I don't know.
Keith. How does Mike Tyson get rid of his meth?
He cleans it up.
He hired a housekeeper. What does Mike Tyson wear to the dentist? You got this, Ted.
What does Mike
It's on your mind all day. What does Mike Tyson wear to the dentist?
What?
A teeth hurt. And finally, why does Mike Tyson refuse to buy PlayStation?
I don't know.
He's an ex-boxer.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
I thought you say phony.
That's what I'm saying. If you're running an errand or
Yeah.
it's the morning, you got to drop somebody off, whatever.
Sure.
You throw on a hoodie, no shirt. Okay, I get it. But all day?
I'm wearing a hoodie all next week. Every single day.
It's
different
going to be a
hoodie.
hoodie week.
Yeah, hoodie week. For the YouTube people.
Look, I run hottest.
You call us Hoodie and the Blowfish.
I guess that's why. I just run hotter. I feel like I'd just be dripping sweat underneath this hoodie.
You probably
It
would.
be
You probably
gross.
would, yeah.
Yeah, but aren't you just sweating on the t-shirt then? So it's even hotter?
No, I'm saying if I wasn't wearing the t-shirt.
He would pull off the hoodie.
But you would have a t-shirt on underneath the hoodie.
I
So
wear
if you're
hoodies
hot.
to work all the time, but as soon as I get it, I take them off.
Well, yeah, but you're wearing it like
But
it's a jacket.
that should be a zip-up hoodie.
All right, Ted, you're getting some love over here on the YouTubes. We got, I wear a hoodie around the house with a shirt. I wear a shirt under a hoodie. Next thing Ted's going to say, you have to wear underwear under your pants.
Right.
I'm with Ted. Hoodies only here.
Most
shirt underneath.
people are agreeing with you, Ted, as I'm looking at this. I'm with Ted, too.
with Ted,
Hoodies
too.
only here, shirt underneath. Can't do zip-up hoodies. Yeah, I'm with Ted.
Not next week, you're not. It's going to be hoodie
It's
week.
going to be hoodie week.
It's going to bug me knowing that you're shirtless underneath those hoodies.
Oh,
What
I'll be
is
sure.
happening?
I'll tell you what, I will pull off my hoodie in the middle of the show if I start getting night, Ted.
I'm going to pull up your hoodies and just like slap your tummies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right there.
Damn.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,429. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. Head to our men's room. On tap today, your guess is as good as mine. Categories: the most sinful cities in America and rich people. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Clack, clack.
Drink, I say drunk.
All right, here we go. Pennsylvania officer is caught with a stolen law enforcement rifle and also selling cocaine. Meanwhile, a JetBlue flight is turned around after a passenger was smoking weed on the plane. 2 men are arrested after 81 monkeys and meth was found in their car. A DoorDash delivery driver takes his job just a little too far, or hers. And 3 women steal more than $1,000 in toys from a sex shop. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, at some point today, Jofus Emerson, he's expected to learn his fate. who is Joseph Emerson. He is the former Alaska Airlines pilot who was subdued by the flight crew after he tried to cut the engines of a passenger flight between Everett and San Francisco. Happened in October of 2023, but most people still remember because, frankly, it's crazy. Now, his reason for trying to crash the plane, well, according to Emerson, he thought that he was dreaming because he hadn't slept in 40 hours, and he was tripping on mushrooms. But drugs can have that effect, even the legal ones. You might remember Roseanne Barr, for example. She blamed her overt racism on Ambien. And more recently, a guy that you've never heard of, he attacked hospital staff. And he blamed it, well, on a combination of booze and his prescribed ADHD medication, which, by the way, they do say don't drink booze when you're on this particular ADHD medication. But look, we get it. You know, you alter your state, and all of a sudden, well, your decision-making gets a little strange. But it's not always bad. We're not always trying to crash planes or call people racial epithets. Sometimes it's downright comical. A tourist in Ibiza, well, he plied himself with booze only to wake up the next morning and realize that he had bought a $37,000 bus on eBay. In Wisconsin, a man got real drunk, entered the wrong house, and went to sleep, cuddling someone else's 150-pound Mastiff on the dog bed. Basically, the woman woke up, said, "There's a man cuddling my dog," called the cops, but it was all explained away. He was a little drunk, made the wrong decisions. And as I have addressed multiple times on this very program, yes, I once got drunk on tequila, only to wake up and realize that I, along with a friend, had kidnapped somebody and hogtied him and put pepperoni between their toes and stuffed them in a closet because, hey, sometimes you make bad decisions, right? And like I said, it could be illegal drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be prescribed drugs. It doesn't matter. Once you alter your state of mind, well, your decisions also get a little strange sometimes, and that's what we want to talk about today. It could be booze, illegal drugs, prescription drugs, lack of sleep, whatever. Today, we want to know, either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
Rockaholics, there's an...
For all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got the Jimmys,
Fallon and Kibble,
Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late
And it's right there. The Title X guys have teams of talented writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
The New York Times published a profile on 3 people who are in romantic relationships with AI chatbots.
Oh, my goodness.
It's heartbreaking. I know. I had a girlfriend in college who left me for Jeeves.
Fallon.
Ted Smith.
Seth Meyers.
The New York Times last week published a profile on 3 people who are in romantic relationships with AI chatbots. It's heartbreaking, and I know. I had a girlfriend in college who left me for Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves was like a search engine people could use.
I was going to ask you, but
I actually remember that, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of popular there for a minute.
It was.
There's
Wasn't
a lot
it one
of
of the first, or maybe the second?
I feel like Yahoo was the first.
But they gave Jeeves like a personalized name. That was kind
Correct.
of the sales pitch, right?
Yeah, and Google showed up. 44-year-old man in Florida was arrested after opening fire on 3 others outside on an argument outside a bar over how many eggs a chicken can lay. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but sadly, we still don't know the answer.
The Ted Smith. Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
I actually had that story set aside for seriously.
Oh.
That's fine, but like I read that and I'm like, you open fire on people over this argument.
Does anybody know the answer?
I don't know the answer, but my understanding was he is a farmer, or at least a chicken farmer. He knew the other 3 people. They're trying to do some kind of sale, and they're trying to tell him, like, you're giving us too few eggs because chickens can lay more than that. Or they're saying you owe us more eggs because chickens can lay more than that. Either way.
All right, so at least there was some...
There's some kind of business thing
I mean,
about it.
not to that level.
Yes.
Good news, Miles. The new Doritos and Cheetos with no artificial dyes are hitting shelves. Don't get too excited, though. All they did was hire a guy to lick off the dust.
Fallon.
Colbert.
Fallon.
The new Doritos and Cheetos with no artificial dyes are about to hit shelves.
Yeah.
But don't get too excited. All they did was hire a guy to lick the dust off.
Miles asked me about them yesterday. I was like, I hadn't seen them.
They're not out till December 1st.
All right.
That's why.
A Manhattan apartment was listed for $120 million. Apparently, it's got a washer-dryer.
Seth.
Colbert.
That's Seth.
A Manhattan apartment was recently listed for $128 million. Apparently, it's got a washer-dryer.
My sister-in-law, she's closing on a place in Manhattan now.
All right.
All right. She is, I think she's your age, 42. I think, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the one you went to and saw in New York,
Yeah.
right? So
Still think we scared her.
she owns her own company. And aside from owning her own company, she is the assistant CFO of Major League Soccer. Her place is like $560,000. It is 1 bedroom.
Oh, I believe it.
One
it's unreal.
bathroom.
Yeah.
The kitchen is, my God, it's like the size of a tiny closet. Like, she's very excited. I'm excited for her. But I'm like, you own your own company, all right? You are the assistant CFO of Major League Soccer. You travel around the world all the time. You live in Manhattan. That's what you can afford. She's like, yep. Like, damn. Damn.
She spent one night out with me and my buddy and was like, what happened?
It smelled like weed. That's what she told me.
Is that right?
That was her response.
So this was before weed was legal everywhere. We might have flown some over. I remember we went to a bar in Hell's Kitchen. The guy's like, I can't let you in, man. You smell like weed. And my buddy goes, do you want the other half of the blunt? And he's like, get in there.
Is that right?
Jesus. Smoking in the Bronx outside of Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
We were in a neighborhood. That was the only time I got a little sketch. The Bronx is still the Bronx.
It's the Bronx, brother.
And we're walking through this park smoking. And I just he was mixed. I stuck out.
Yeah.
And like I just hear him at one point kind of nonchalantly go, no, man, he cool. He with me. I was like, what was it? He goes, just keep walking.
Keep walking.
Walk fast.
Speaking of the Bronx, as we talked about a little bit yesterday, Cal Raleigh did not win the AL MVP.
Correct.
So we're the Men's Room. We're a show here in Seattle. I simply put out a tweet on the Men's Room account. Thought he should be the MVP. And then last night I said,
Oh, you put that on the men's room account?
I did too. But they found us there too.
Jesus.
But on my personal account, I called it a travesty. I woke up this morning. 62,000 people had read that tweet. I had 100 replies or 200 replies.
Did they like you?
No.
Did
anyone
like
support you?
So a few Seattle people did. There was a couple people that were just like, "You're right." Like it's
But
just such a
overwhelmingly-
historic year. But it's just Yankee fans and they're pissed. But I didn't tag the Yankees or anything.
Sure.
So I don't know how they all found it, but I've all come to realize, like, I figured they'd make fun of my looks. Really, they harped on the bald thing.
Really?
Is that right?
Yeah.
How does a guy without hair know baseball? I mean, where's the argument there?
People are just like, you're bald.
You got me. Zap. Jesus.
A couple people hit me with typical liberal. And like, I was like, all right, because I guess because I'm from Seattle.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know.
I
Like,
don't know
there's
the
a lot of
politics plays
There's a
into-
lot of athletes that have politics I may or may not agree with. But at the end of the day, I don't really care. I watch the guy to play the sport.
What's a crap brewer know about baseball?
Yeah,
Get that one?
I know. Miles,
Just suck on some rain,
It was
bitch.
unreal. And the people were like, rage bait, hun. It's like, I was like, you guys found me. I did not tag the Yankees in this. Yeah, same thing. Our men's room one's still getting them. LOL, you guys don't know ball. Like this and that.
I bet we'll get some calls today.
Hopefully.
Tomorrow.
Well, sure. Listen to the show.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to tag like the YouTube channel. House of Con would be like, yeah, listen, jackasses, at least I get paid to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way, and look, Aaron Judge had a great year.
Eddie still won
Yeah.
the MVP no matter what you say.
I just think it's impressive that a catcher every day, apparently people don't agree with that stat. but
Sure.
he's calling ball games. He's the catcher. He switch hits. Like, very historic year.
But not good enough.
Not good enough. Yeah, they're still mad about it.
Bald bitch.
Bald.
I know.
Yeah, I know. All right. Thanksgiving's around the corner. It's been 52 years since Charlie Brown Thanksgiving was released. You've probably seen it. I was going to say, Thrill hit me to one of the coolest facts about Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving.
You don't have to believe me. Just watch it and tell me I'm wrong.
Correct. You want to tell him the fact?
Look, man, Charlie Brown might come off as, I believe they call him a blockhead most of the time.
Yeah.
But apparently, Homeboy's got some cred in the black community. All right. So he's got one black friend, as you all do, I'm sure. Franklin, right?
Yeah.
And Charlie Brown invites everyone that we know to be the Peanuts gang over to his house for Thanksgiving. And he and Linus, I believe, are the ones greeting people at the door.
Correct.
He greets Peppermint Patty. He greets Marcy. He greets, oh, Christ. I mean, Lucy. Everybody. Franklin comes rolling up, all right? They don't say a word to each other. The high five. And I'm like, my man. My man.
So I had never.
What's for dinner tonight? A jive turkey?
I had never noticed it. I don't know if you guys remember, but years ago we were in Baltimore. We were drinking at some bar and it was on, and you were like, "Watch," and I was like, "Holy S, you're right."
It's so cool, though. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, Franklin. I guess it's like a young version of Samuel L. Jackson. My man.
With Pigpen under the psych.
Right.
I'm not shaking your hand.
Well, here's some just kind of interesting facts about it. The 1973 special. As usual, with Peanuts, no adults were shown, but this was the first Peanuts special to have an adult voice. Usually, they're just womp 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 womp.
Did they speak? I don't remember.
Which
that.
is what kids hear anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was Vince Giardi singing "Little Birdie."
Oh, okay. Yes, there
He's
was
the
an
guy that
adult
wrote,
voice.
he,
but-
he wrote all the music.
Right, he's the jazz pianist who composed all the Peanuts music that you know and love.
Speaking of adult voices, just a quick side note. My brother called me yesterday. He's coming into town next month. All right. So he's doing the Hawks-Colts game. This is not on good authority. He just said, look, there's a strong possibility that this game gets flexed to the Sunday night game because as it stands right now, they're both the number one seed in their respective conferences, right? I'm like, that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah. And I said, hey, man, your nephew, my son.
Rolls on. You're listening
he
to
wants
the
to talk.
Men's
I
Room
hear my son
with
getting on the phone.
Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Oh, but tell us away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,429. For the large net charge program we have for you today, guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of your guest is as good as mine. Our categories coming up today for you at 4:30. We have the states with the highest top 5% income.
Ooh, all right.
In other words, the states that have the most
money.
most rich people. And these are a little bit easier than most. I mean, you can kind of get it. It's like we have the opposite ends of the spectrum there.
We know those. Those are easy.
Mississippi's not going to be on the list.
West Virginia, Arkansas.
Louisiana.
Right.
I mean, you know, based on population alone, I mean, North and South Dakota, not that they don't have wealthy citizens, just as far as the top 5%, those are the biggest states. And they get those numbers from actual data from the Federal Reserve. They looked at Zillow as far as the cost of housing,
Right.
the Bureau of Labor as far as their income statistics, and we have those 10 states. Now, the other just came out today. The most sinful cities in the United States of America.
The cities.
Sinful.
Sinful cities.
Other than Vegas and New Orleans, like what are their other criteria?
Based on 7 sinful behaviors: anger and hatred.
Okay.
So think about the states where some people might, or cities where some people might be a little bit more angrier than others.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Think we can get those pretty quick if you're a fan of sports.
Sure.
Jealousy, excess, and vices. Whether that be you smoke, you drink, whatever the deal.
I do all those things, yes.
You gamble. All.
I
And
don't do that.
The availability of those to happen. There's greed, lust, vanity, and laziness.
Huh. Okay.
All on the list of the most sinful cities in America. So that's coming up with your guess is as good as mine. And as announced this morning on the Daily Mix Show, Coats for Kids is underway. There are 300,000 children, folks, that live in poverty in Washington State. So the idea every year is it's starting to get cold. It's cold out there today. I know it's not freezing cold like some parts of the country, but it chills you to the bone.
It does, sure.
You get cold from the inside out there. $25 puts a brand new coat made here in America on a kid. Our goal is 2,500 kids joining up with the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm. Coats for Kids does a lot of good.
Yes, it does. So
if you could please go, this year's need is greater than ever. We're going to try to break that number, try to get more kids in brand new coats. But visit KISW.com. You got $5, $10, $25.
Yeah, whatever you can.
If you got
man.
more, man, throw it your way. Those guys do incredible work. And it's up to us. We just got to get those donations in, man, and get the kids in brand new coats. Okay, today we're going to talk about getting a little bit messed up. Steve, you brought up the story of the airline pilot who worked for Alaska Airlines. Unfortunately for him, we're going to find out the fate of Joseph Emerson. He's a pilot who tried to cut the engines on a passenger flight back in 2023. And that decision, I guess, probably came down today.
Right.
He was subdued by the flight crew after trying to cut the engines of a Horizon Air flight from Everett to San Francisco. He was riding in an extra seat in the cockpit. The plane was immediately diverted to Portland, where it did land safely with more than 80 people on board.
So he must have done this like right after takeoff. Everett to San Francisco, you divert to Portland.
Pretty much.
I mean, that man, I don't know how much time it passed, but it was not long when my man's like, nope, let's crash the plane.
He was off duty at the time, told police he was despondent over a friend's recent death, and he'd taken some psychedelic mushrooms 2 days earlier, but he had not slept in over 40 hours. He has said he believed he was dreaming at the time and that he was trying to wake himself up by grabbing 2 red handles that activated the plane's fire suppression system. And that would also cut off fuel to the engines.
Yeah.
Now, he did plead guilty to a federal charge of interfering with a flight crew in September and no contest to state charges of endangering an aircraft and reckless endangerment. He did receive so far credit for time served for the state charges. Now faces up to 20 years in federal prison.
Yeah.
And like anything else.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to take down an airplane.
I don't do it. Whatever your excuse, like they frown on it no matter what it is.
I believe his excuse. I believe his rationale.
I do too.
I believe everything that he said.
I also believe he is guilty. That's the like, hey man, look, I can tell you stay up for 40 hours straight, you're already feeling down because you lost a friend, and then you trip on mushrooms. I get it. I completely understand why you did it. The problem is you did it.
He ate way too many mushrooms.
And then stayed up for 40 hours.
I mean,
at some point, just call out sick.
I mean, 10 hours, I'm typically about ready to go to bed. Like if I take a psychedelic.
Oh, yeah,
because you're up, you're doing stuff. Typically, you're not just sitting around. I mean, you're doing a little bit of some type of activity. But maybe you stay up all night. But in the morning, when you wake up, you know what I mean? You're like, look, I'm either going to go to bed in the morning or going to take a nap or whatever the deal is.
Try to crash a plane.
Your body's exhausted.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, dude, it's one of those things where it's like, I completely understand your rationale for why you did what you did. The problem is that you did it.
You're starving to death.
Right. That's all. And it's a plane with 80 other people. You want to drive your car off the road and knock yourself out. That's you.
You smoke 3 packs of cigarettes, even if you don't. Now we go to Ibiza. Here's a crazy story for you.
This is awesome.
It says we've all done less than intelligent things while under the influence of alcohol. One British man made a drunk decision that will go down in history. After a night of clubbing on the Mediterranean island of Ibiza, Davy Little pulled his phone from his pocket, only to find he'd agreed to purchase a coach bus on eBay for 37,000 American dollars at today's rates. The next day, Little posted a screenshot of the purchase and the confirmation on Facebook. Still can't believe what I did last night in Ibiza. When I left the nightclub, I took my phone out of my pocket, and I realized I'd bought a 30,000-pound grand bus. I cannot believe this is happening. He concluded by asking, anybody want to buy a bus off me? After the outlet got hold of the story, he posted another update on Facebook, asserting that the accidental purchase was 100% genuine.
Yeah.
He also revealed that he hasn't actually paid for the bus yet. The charge is currently under dispute. So he says the moral to the story, don't drink and browse on eBay.
Yeah, I mean, and in the end, kind of like the guy on the plane, and then you get this guy in Ibiza. It's like, right, you alter your state, you make decisions you probably would not ordinarily make.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just going to assume that in both of these cases, first guy, not interested in crashing planes, and I'm guessing this guy on Ibiza, probably not in the market for a party bus.
Yeah.
But guess what? You bought it. And I know now it's under dispute. I'm sure he'll wiggle his way out of it somehow, being that he has not already paid. I kind of wish he'd already paid for it, because that's the real mother, right? So in his case, like, you wake up, you attempted to buy a bus, they accepted your offer, but you haven't paid. So there's no real damage. You just kind of have to go through the system and explain, I was pissed drunk, and because it's Ibiza, probably really, really high as well. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Right? Because once you lose that money, trying to get your money back, they go, hey, that's your decision, man, not mine.
Now, this is not the most ethical thing in the world, but it's something that happened back in the day. But my buddy used to do, he worked for Dr. Pizza. So he was a delivery driver. He made pizza. He worked front counter. He did all this stuff. So Dr. Pizza was our go-to. Now, my roommate at the time, Joe, his mom had given him her credit card. So anytime Joe needed to go to the grocery store, anything like that, he would purchase anything. He'd buy CDs on it. He took advantage of his mom, but he would buy whatever he wanted. I don't think she really cared, to be honest with you. But it was always up to Joe to order the pizzas from Dr. Pizza. Now, this guy who worked there, he was a roommate with me and my buddy Chad the year before.
Right.
So Joe never really lived with this guy, but everybody knew each other. We were all friends. We all hung out. Yeah. So at some point in time, Joe orders some pizzas from Dr. Pizza. My buddy Jeff, who's working there, he's done for the night. It's like with the last order, so he brings some extra pizza over, whatever. Joe pays for the pizza with his mom's credit card, with the understanding we all throw in $5 to Joe, whatever the deal is. But my buddy Jeff, he had Joe's credit card.
All right.
He had his number. All right. He has credit card number and all his information. One night, I cannot remember what the hell it was. It was like every piece of Tupperware. It was a TV commercial. It was an infomercial, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
but wait, there's more.
There was a ton of stuff.
Order now and we'll include.
It really did have, like, it had a chopper on it, like the slap chop.
The slap chop?
Slap chop was included in that. A couple, like, different pairing things. It had the thing where you can make the zigzag tomatoes, or, like, if you wanted.
Like the twisty thing?
Yeah, if you wanted to carve a water. If you wanted to make it look foo-fooey, if you did, like, a fruit salad and a watermelon.
And everybody needs,
it did
corkscrew tomato.
It had melon scoopers in it. I mean, you just the dumbest stuff that it had a salad spinner. It was like 30 different things for $30 or whatever the thing was, like $1 a deal. And we totally forgot that we got this box, and it was huge, man. This box was sitting out on our porch. I remember doing it the day that it was delivered.
Did you know what was in the box when you saw the box?
This is also at least 4 to 5 weeks later.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time we get this thing, all right? Yeah. So it'd been a lot of time had passed. And, like, did Jeff really do this when he called up? Because it was on the phone. You called up and you ordered on the phone.
Yeah.
And I vaguely remember him doing it. But we were hammered. I mean, I'm just eating pizza, just shoving it down my mouth. I think I went upstairs and passed out. I was like, this is going to be funny. I ordered Joel this card.
Yeah.
I did not know at the time that he ordered it with his credit card, because he had it from the pizza shop. He had all his information. Right. So I did not. I knew Jeff was ordering something. I didn't. I just assumed he was ordering it with his own credit card.
Sure.
He ordered the whole thing with Rosex. So when this box arrives, Joe's like, "What?" He thought it was a package from his mom.
What had his name, right?
Yeah. Typically, his mom did send care packages.
He did, right? This isn't like Amazon now, where you can kind of forget. Like, he didn't order it.
No, he never ordered it.
There's nothing for him to forget.
No, he never ordered it.
Right. It's not like nowadays. Sometimes people order enough stuff that, like, not me, but other people do. They're like, "What is this?" But like back then, right? If he didn't order, it's got to be from his mom.
Yeah, we had an entire wall. Well, the corner at first it started in the corner, and it was boxes stacked of Dr. Pizza.
Yeah,
I mean, we had it going all the way to the ceiling. The other wall that we had in a dining area, between the living room and the older house in the kitchen, we had stacked beer cans to the ceiling. This was like a 10-foot high ceiling.
Yeah.
The whole wall was one thing, a beer can stacked one on top of the other. This is basically what our place looked like. Little did we know that stacking pizza boxes on top of each other, it could create a severe ant problem.
Oh, yeah.
Like you still got a piece of cheese.
I wouldn't have thought about that either.
I did not either.
Now that you say it, yes.
Until one day
that's
we
a
looked
terrible
up
idea.
drunk and like, oh, the box is moving. And then we realized that there's ants just like cascading all around this entire tower of pizza boxes. But that was that. And you know, man, to be honest with you, Joe thought it was kind of funny.
How much did it cost him?
$30. It was like $35 shipping and
That's
handling.
not the end of the world.
The thing was that it was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. I mean, we used the stuff. I mean, surprisingly.
Yeah,
enough.
why not?
Tupperware containers, you name it, all that stuff. But like you say, Ted, now, you might get on your phone and order something that you think you need off Amazon, but you order like 2 or 3 more things.
Sure.
You get it
But
the next
it's
day.
feasible nowadays. You could do it.
But also, a lot of times, Amazon also, it gives you one last chance to not completely F up because you put it into cart. And then when you go to your cart, right, so you get an extra second to think about, do I want to do this? And anytime I put something in the cart, which is rare, right, I will just sneak something in the cart because my wife's always ordering crap. I don't know what it's for. Half of it's for the kids, blah, blah, blah. So I'll throw something in the cart. And every once in a while, I'll just look to see what else is in there. And it's just mind-blowing to me because, you know, like, why do we need this? She's like, we don't need this. Mm-hmm. But our children need this for whatever freaking thing's going on. I'm like, this is unbelievable. And every day there's a delivery from Amazon sitting out front. 99% of the time it's not for me. Like, I know when I'm expecting something from Amazon because I order so infrequently. And typically I'll like text my wife, hey, order this for me, whatever. So I'm always expecting something. I opened the door yesterday. Going to take the dog out. There is one of those flimsier kind of envelopes, bubble wrap kind of envelope. I'm feeling the inside. It feels like a cassette tape. I know it's not a cassette tape. I have no idea what's in there. I just throw it on the dining room table. I watch a football game. I'm going to take the dog out because it stopped raining. I don't feel like walking in the rain. I open the door. There are 2 boxes sitting on my doorstep. And again, I've ordered nothing. One was very, very light, might be a piece of clothing. The other one a little heavier than I expected. No idea what it is. I just put it on the dining room table. This is every single day. I have no idea.
Do they not knock anymore? Or do you ask them not to because the dog?
The dog lets me know that someone's there, and now I just kind of ignore her. If they knock, I will open the door. But the dog just barks. So I know Amazon or somebody's dropping something off. But, like, honestly, man, I might order something from Amazon. For me personally, 4 times a year, maybe. So, like, once every 3 months, there's something specific that I want to get. They're there every day, multiple times a day. And it's just, it blows my mind. I have no idea what any of this crap is. Yeah. And my wife can just look at a package and know. Because I'll be like, what's it? It's for the kids. Just toss it over there. Mm-hmm. I've been waiting for that. Put it over here. So there's like the kids stack. But all of them say my name. Every single package that shows up says my name. And I'm like, none of this is for me. Right. Ever.
When we first got here, saw something at Key Arena. I think I might have ended up at the Mecca for longer than I needed to. But at that point in time.
To me, if you're at the Mecca, it's because I plan on being here longer than I
was just in
need to
there a couple weeks ago, too. And I was telling the story to my buddy. I was like, one time I was in here, man. And I was like, and I was new to the area. And I think I did not know the bus system that well from over there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, man, I can see from Fremont, I can see those 3 big towers.
Oops.
Up on top of the hill. And I can see those from where I am at Queen Anne. So my idea is, all right, I'm going to walk over the top.
It's due north.
And I mean, you walk up that hill, man. It's Queen Anne Hill sucks. Got to the top up there by the grocery store or whatever. But it kind of keeps taking you west. There's a reason why if you're down on near that Dexter area, that cliff just cuts right down off onto Westlake. There's really no road in between those two. I'm trying to get to the Fremont Bridge. It keeps taking me more left and more left and more left.
Because you're going up over Queen Anne, right? Not Dexter.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm straight.
Because he's thinking I can just go.
I'm straight up the middle.
Due north.
I think I can get over to the to the Westlake side.
Yeah.
Really, all the roads kind of start leaning left till you get up there by Camless. But anyway, I don't realize this at the time. So, and I am hammered. I am doing one of those things where I'm doing the lean.
Yep.
You know, I can't stop going left. I'm bumping into stuff. I'm freaking hammered. But I get to the top of the hill, and I see the bridge, and I'm like, thank God. Now, the Ballard Bridge is much, much, much larger.
Oh, yeah.
Than the Fremont Bridge. It's probably 4 times as long. Easily. 4 or 5 times as long. I get to the bridge, and I'm like, yeah, man, here's the bridge. And I start walking across it. It takes forever even just to get to the steel portion of the bridge. I mean, that road on 15th goes a long way before you get to where the actual
where it actually goes up, yeah.
But I'm staggering along, and I'm trying not to fall into the frickin' street because I keep leaning left.
We can always fall into the water.
I do remember one point in time I kind of was using both hands on the handrail as I'm walking.
You're that guy.
Just to make
For the record, you can do it. You just got to cut over a few streets.
right. And I
If
just
you
didn't
know that.
and I just didn't
Yeah.
know where I was.
Well, I did it during the day sober.
Oh, damn, dude. Really?
Well, I'm just saying, yeah.
So
During the day, sober.
Correct. It was Saturday morning. It was I had to get over to Fremont, and I had plenty of time to kill, so I was just in Belltown. So I was like, I'll just walk up over Queen Anne. But you gotta
So-
start. Listen, I was sober, so it was easier to rationalize. Like, maybe I should start cutting right.
So, but when I got on the other side of the bridge, I still wasn't really piecing together what I've done.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, for whatever reason, like, I don't know, new to the area, but still, like, there's the Montlake Bridge, there's the Fremont Bridge, there's the Ballard Bridge. I'm walking across the bridge, I get to the other side, I'm like, Jesus, man, I'm in Ballard. I'm like, I am still a mile and a half away from my home, and I am still absolutely hammered. And I walked across, I eventually made it back home, but I mean, I was going basically the complete wrong direction.
Oh, yeah.
The entire time.
That's a long walk, dude.
It is a long
It was a
walk.
couple hours. I mean, just based on the speed, I was taking breaks. I was looking around and stop, smoke a cigarette, hold on to something for a little bit, try to get my ship a little bit. But God, that sucked.
Yeah.
And I was not the most popular person when I walked into the house that night.
Yeah, I bet you weren't.
It's 1:30. What is going on?
You weren't the most popular person. There was only two of you.
Yeah, no. I was the least popular person in the room. So our question, either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK. Believe it or not, Steve and I stayed up late last night again.
Super late, man. Yes.
Thursday night game.
It's
Jets.
what we do.
Jets, Pats. I mean, the party just continues after
Then went to
that.
the Kraken for a while. Good win.
Yep. I did the same thing, but you guys kept going.
Right.
Yeah, I kept going because we got work to do, Ted. It's all about Ted versus the FCC Thursday night. It's what we do. After we sing to the orphan puppies.
Whatever we did, whatever that stuff was, we were out raking wet leaves, trying to get some yard work done. Before
Were you guys doing the pink Coke, or what do they call that now?
I don't know that it was Coke, but it was pink, yes.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff in there, guys. It's dangerous.
We actually forgot that 3 weeks ago we did a Ted versus the FCC, and you missed it. And I don't know if it was a week off that we had on a Friday. Maybe you were out of town, whatever. We got a little confused. So we are bringing back the latest Ted versus the FCC that you missed on.
Oh, all right. Did I miss it or I get it wrong?
Well, you got it wrong. Yeah. I mean,
all right. And then I was out of town. Right.
And then I totally forgot, and I brought in another one.
Because of the pink stuff we're doing.
So I was like, hey, Mike, does it seem familiar to you that he didn't ever do this one a second time? He's like, yep.
And then Mike informed you that I should do it again, even though I
That's correct.
I suck at it.
So when we go back in time,
Good look it out, Mike.
I told him not to. I tried to play the good producer card and say, no, my man needs to have a winning record by the end of this, Miles. We cannot load this deck.
That's right. So Ted versus the FCC coming up here for you at 4:30. What else do we have? Oh, yes, we will drink and toast with the shot of the day coming up into the weekend. Then as soon as I pull this thing up, we'll be able to say it's Bad Choice Friday. There we go, right there.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Come on.
We were actually made aware that tomorrow is a National Drummer Day. Mm-hmm. The only person that gives a flying F about National Drummer Day, Ryan Castle.
Mm-hmm. Although he did point out, because tomorrow is National Drummer Day, pizza delivery is going to be a little slower.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right. That is
what
good.
I'm calling out.
So it sucks, too, to not only to be the second, not even the best drummer in your own band.
New originals.
Yeah,
it's gotta be
I think Miggsy's got him.
Well, he played with Stone Temple Pilots. I mean, Castle didn't.
Yeah, it's like Miggs. He played with a professional band in front of 10,000 people.
Yeah.
That's all. Castle, he's doing his thing with us. I'm just the bass player, for Christ's sake, and I'm making fun of you.
What was the other band? Bruiser
Brody.
Bruiser Brody. There's another big band right there. He played.
We Are Peter Parker.
Sure,
Or
that's
Peter
right.
Parker.
Just
Not We
Peter
Are.
Parker.
I was going to ask, is it We Are? Why did you add We Are?
Peter Parker.
It's just Peter Parker.
Is that like We Are Spider-Man?
I guess.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. I didn't even look.
I forgot about the
way
Peter
I
Parker
knew
years.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man. It's when I first started hanging out with Biggs. I'm like, it's a stupid name. And he's like, it's Spider-Man's name. And I was like,
That's right.
Nerd.
Yeah, even Ricker's a better drummer. But either way, it is National Drummer Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So why not celebrate with two great drummers, one who doesn't even play drums on this particular song? It's a drum machine. I love the fact that he picked this song and there's not even a drummer on it.
Correct. Otherwise, he'd have to do it.
Well, he hit the little buttons.
No, he didn't.
I don't even think he did that.
No.
You know he had some
I'm pretty
tech.
sure.
Hit
Look,
the button.
even the horns on this are played by a keyboard.
Yeah.
This entire song is a keytard.
We're going to act like it's not a good song? Feels like you're hating on it.
No, I'm
It
just
is not
saying
a
it's
good song.
National Drummer Day. We're playing Sussudio.
Do you actually like the song, Ted?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Yeah. Dude, I'm a Phil Collins apologist, but this is the one song where I'm like,
Well, we do call it Bad Choice Friday. I mean, In the Air Tonight is probably his most notable
That's his
drum
stairway to heaven.
riff, so to speak. But, but it's iconic. Phil Collins and Sussudio take it on Night Ranger. Folks, do we know?
Is it? All right, hang on.
It's the drummer.
The only guy whose name I know from the band is Blades, Jack Blades.
Jack Blades.
Is he the drummer, though?
No.
Damn it.
No, he's the guitarist.
I had no idea that.
What are you, the damn Yankees?
I think we're trying to figure this out. The damn Yankees was like part Styx, part Night Ranger, and Ted Nugent.
Somebody else.
I don't know who the drummer is in this band.
Yeah.
And he sang their biggest song.
Kelly Keagy is the drummer.
Kelly Key?
For Night
Kelly
Ranger.
Keagy.
Do you know how I know that?
I don't.
Google.
Oh.
Google.
I just got Google.
Yeah.
Thank you,
But,
Google.
fun fact. All right, so speaking
Kelly?
of Jack Blades, okay? Kelly Keagy, he was on tour with Night Ranger for a long time.
Sure.
And he hadn't been back home for a while. And when he went back home...
They can't go out without him. He sings this song.
When he went back home, it was like 2 or 3 years later.
All right.
Because they were on the road that long. And his sister, Christy, she had grown up, so to speak. You know, she went from being this little 12-year-old girl to being a teenager, driving, all those things, and his little sister had grown up.
Is this what the song's about?
So he started, it's Sister Christy is the name of the song. But Jack Blades heard it as Sister Christian, and he's like, I like Sister Christian better.
Sure.
For absolutely.
It sounds cooler, though.
That's all it was.
It really does.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
So they changed the name of the song to Sister Christian.
There's another song like
you know how
that.
I found that out?
Google. You know the
Hmm.
song Beth from Kiss, right?
All right.
So Peter Criss wrote it, and if you listen to the lyrics, about his wife, same kind of thing. I'm on the road all the time. Sorry about that. And but her name was Becky, and so he wanted to call it Beck. And Gene Simmons was like, "Absolutely not, man. We are not doing a love song to Beck because only people
I hear you calling.
He's like, the only one that knows is Jeff Beck." So he's like, just say it's Beth. And Peter Criss was like, dude, that's not her
I think
name. He's
Becky
like,
would-
I don't care. Call it Beth. And that's why they
Becky,
changed
I
it.
hear you calling.
But I'm getting my tattoo removed.
It's either that or Tammy.
Yeah. Tammy, I
One of
hear
the
you
two.
calling.
Hey, Tammy. Vote now. If you follow us on X at Men's Room Live, will it be Phil Collins and Sussudio or Night Ranger and Sister Christian? Ted, I told Steve this story earlier. The last time, honestly, I have heard that song, okay? I am on 5th. I am underneath the monorail at the lights where the Westin is.
All right.
There used to be a big and tall store. There was a Bartell catty corner to that. That's where I'm stopped. Now, there is a motorized wheelchair, all right, that is coming across the walkway. Now, at the time, I don't see the motorized wheelchair because it's behind one of those giant pillars for the
Right, on the
monorail,
monorail,
where
yeah.
they put up all the murals for the All-Star game. One of those big ass, so I didn't see them. But I hear this, this music blaring. And then, just as the light turns green for me, this guy starts motoring across the walkway. So I'm waiting for him, right? But right when he gets to me, this is in the summertime, I got the window rolled down. I hear his music and it goes, motoring. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. But he's motoring.
Yeah.
And he's bobbing his head. He's got a big yellow flag on top of it.
Did he have a yellow flag?
He's listening to Night Ranger.
Jesus Christ.
That's a man living.
I mean, I couldn't help it.
LIVN.
I was just like, how's that timing just perfect?
By the way, Mike, you and I just got grief. We did not scream "sham on" during the bad choice. Right?
Oh, my bad.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah.
Was that important?
I've been muzzled.
Oh, a couple of programming notes. Proud to introduce once again the men's room. Old Days of Holiday Porter is back. It's delicious. As they say, Grandma's famous rum balls are in there. Chocolate-covered rum balls. Mm-hmm. Also some vanilla, orange peel, and holiday spices.
It just
Honest to
tastes
God,
good, dude.
It's a fantastic porter. It's only available on draft in select locations. We'll bring those to you coming up on the program. See if we can find an area close to you. No areas right now close to me, but as the distribution continues, we'll get out those locations, but you're only going to find it on tap. So just know that. But it's fantastic. And, of course, a portion of net proceeds benefit our friends at the Fisher House.
Correct.
So, final of the weekend, great weekend to drink a porter, and that one is, I'm telling you, fantastic.
Very good.
You're really going to like it. Okay, on to the question. We're talking about work today and ridiculous situations that you've dealt with. Now, we've all had many jobs, and obviously it's a twofold thing. You're either dealing with customers and clients,
right,
or you're dealing with coworkers and bosses.
Yeah, that's about it.
So, sometimes just when you think the customer could be the worst case scenario, depends on who you work for, depends on who you work with.
I would think
it depends. Look, everyone has inept coworkers as well as inept bosses as well as customers that don't make any sense of rationality whatsoever.
No.
There's a whole range of things that can happen when you decide to take on the job.
I mean, one of the dumbest things I had to deal with, and this is back when I was cooking, and I've said this before, but we're in the kitchen, we are cooking. The waiters.
The mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Our question, either you or someone else when a decision was made under the influence, 206-803-ROCK. Real quick, an email. Just to revisit last week, Ted is right. A hooded sweatshirt without a shirt underneath is pretty bizarre.
Gross.
From John, the comptroller of the TTS Fan Club, a Western chapter.
Yeah, suck it, man. It is hoodie week here in the men's room.
Yeah.
Oh, rockin' hoodies, Dad. I know you have a shirt on yours.
I do.
I do not, but I'm not doing it. I'm wearing a hoodie every day this week because it is, in fact, hoodie week in the men's room. Please join us. Feel free at home. But in my case, I am not wearing a shirt under it. However, I wouldn't be wearing a shirt under it anyway.
Yeah.
This is my shirt.
So if you get hot today, you just roll up those sleeves. You got to stick with it.
I got my sleeves up now. I'm not hot, but I'm at a good temperature. And Ted, when you're like me and you complain about everything, I'll just complain if I get hot. It fits into who I am. Mm-hmm. And look, just to put this in perspective,
See, look at Mike right now. You not wearing a shirt either?
That's correct, sir.
Right, and he just pulled his sleeves up.
Yeah.
Now, I know he's got bigger forearms than you do. Mm-hmm. It's not even his sweatshirt. He's stretching it out.
Well, it's
my sweatshirt.
It's hot in here. I mean, the studio's hot.
Oh, look, watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Ted pulls off. Okay.
But you have a T-shirt on.
See how
underneath
easy that? Right, that's why you wear a T-shirt underneath.
But I just don't get hot. I'll get hot if I have a T-shirt on underneath the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Which defeats the purpose of putting on the sweatshirt. So I am T-shirt free with the hoodie on, touching my skin. That is correct. But to put this in perspective, Friday, this was not planned. So Friday, me and the wife head to the bar with a friend. We get there a little bit after 7, and Ted is sitting at the bar. Hey, man, what's up? Nothing, man. And he immediately points to two guys I do not know that are kind of sitting on the corner of the bar and says, hey, I brought up the hoodie thing with these two guys, and they were split 50-50. The one guy gave me a look like, you're a disgrace. I'm like, that's fine. The other guy's like, I'm with you. I don't wear a shirt.
They were very intense.
Was it an intense conversation?
Well, just one guy, and they were friends, but they were joking, and I guess us T-shirt people did not realize you people exist.
I did not know it was important.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Well, the one guy was just like, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. And his friend was just like, are you kidding me? Like, same thing. Just like, dude, you disgust me.
Oh, yeah.
It just creeps me out that you guys are just underneath those hoodies sweating.
Living free, happy.
Why does it creep you out? Because it's just between.
Because it's an added layer. It's not a base layer.
But it is, if you don't put on a base layer, it is now my base.
It is the base layer.
Like I said, I call it upper torso commando. All right. Some people walk around with no under. It's fine. Right? They just want to be B's to G's. You go, cool, man.
I don't like people going commando either.
I used to go commando until I zipped my junk, and I'm telling you, if it happens to you once, you will not go commando again. But that is literally the only reason I don't go commando. When I was going commando, I cannot explain just the freedom you kind of felt all day. You just felt a little more. Remember the first time I powdered my bees with the Gold Bond?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like that kind of experience, but you don't even have to do that.
Right.
You're just.
I won't do a zip-up hoodie without a shirt underneath it because the zipper. Like, it just doesn't, it's not the same as just a pullover hoodie.
I agree.
So if I've got a zip-up sweatshirt on.
But you said if it's not a hoodie, but it's like a velour, like, jacket kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it zip up with no shirt, you're like, that makes more sense to you.
Never going out.
See?
So pull up your sweatshirt. I still don't believe you.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Yeah. It's even more wild than that. I had to go to a doctor's appointment today. I had to shave my chest because of the little probes they put on there, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. I put this on this morning. I'm like, this feels great, man.
I recently shaved my back. It does feel nice.
I got a clean shaven chest. I've never, that doesn't really happen in my lifetime, but I had to do it, so I did it. And I was like, this is awesome.
Well, tomorrow I start
feel
slapping
great.
bellies.
You slap bellies? All right. I got my hoodies already lined up. I wanted to make sure I did not forget. Right? So Mike comes in. He's like, crap. I forgot it was hoodie day. I said, hey, man, there's an unworn brand new hoodie on the back of my chair. Then he reached out to Kayla Promotions and said, hey, can I get a hoodie? And this is funny because Kayla, she's now looking for Mike, right? So they've crossed paths, but she can't find him. So she's like, do you know where Mike is? I said, well, he's close. Why? Do you have his hoodie? She goes, well, I want to make sure who it's for. I said, what are you talking about? And I realized the one she had says KISW Crew.
Yeah.
And she said, if it's for Mike, I will give it to him. I don't just give this to people arbitrarily. I'm like, that is a good call. Mm-hmm. So you did get, which one did you get?
I got the crew one.
It is the crew one. All right.
It's a large.
How do you feel?
I feel.
Because you typically wear a T-shirt underneath, right?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay. All
See,
right.
I thought you were on my team last week.
I did
now
too.
Today, it's a new guy.
I have. But
it's Monday, new Mike.
But if I'm rolling with the
Who
style. New Mike.
Are you willing to try it one day this week?
No.
Come on, man. Just give it a
Look,
try.
I wore that hoodie today, right?
Yeah.
I wear it on the ride in. I'll wear it when I go home, and then I'll take it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys got to wash these hoodies tonight now.
Yeah, I know. It's throw them in the laundry, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no big deal. Like, I'm going to, whatever I'm wearing today, probably not the pants, to be honest with you, but socks, underwear, all that crap, it goes into the wash anyway. The hoodie is just another thing that I throw into the laundry basket. Like, if I just wore the shirt we go into the laundry basket. Today, the hoodie is my shirt.
Will you give us TV time, raw dog on a hoodie, Ted?
Come on, just one segment.
Give us one
TV
segment.
time with Ted Raw Dog and a hoodie.
I mean, look,
dude, that's a rated
The head
sweep.
chef can do it.
If you're running out in the morning to get a coffee, or you got kids, you got to drop them off at school. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible to just throw out a hoodie.
Because in public, you have a couple of hours out in public.
Yeah, for me, I just find it absolutely disgusting not to have a shirt on underneath it.
All right. Do you sleep with socks on?
No, that's even weirder.
Okay. All right. What do you sleep in?
Mesh shorts.
That's it.
Yeah.
No shirt?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
And sometimes you'll fall asleep.
Well,
with
I'm just
a shirt
trying to
on.
figure out what other
Yes.
idiosyncrasies we have that are somewhat unusual.
Well, Billy going to
sleep
bed
naked.
other
Now,
than
listen,
socks.
most of the time, if I'm at my house, whatever I'm wearing, I will still be wearing socks and shoes. But when I sleep, I find it like, ugh, I can't wear
So
socks.
you wear,
But you
you
can
wear,
wear
you wear
shoes
shoes
around
in your
the
house?
Yeah, like when I get home from work today to be comfortable, I'll start doing laundry. I'll put on mesh shorts, a clean pair of socks, and a different pair of shoes.
But you have underwear on.
Now, wait a minute.
So you have socks and shoes on, but
change
you
your
don't have
socks,
underwear
though?
on?
Yeah, when I get home, I change my socks.
But you're talking about the laundry thing, right? So, like tonight, yes, I will throw the hoodie in the dirty clothes, all right? But I'm retired for the night. I am not going back out, right? I'm going to bed after this. So it goes in the laundry. You've just added to your laundry pile. All you did was walk in your door.
Don't you have slippers or flip-flops or anything?
I have, I lost a pair of flip-flops I had this summer, and then my house shoes, I can't wear them too long without socks because my feet get sweaty. Then they're kind of ruined.
They get sweaty in your home.
Yeah.
So why wear them?
Well, because when you're wearing socks, they're comfortable.
But you could be barefoot.
I could. I don't know. I don't walk around my house.
See, it's weird because a
barefoot all
lot
the
of
time.
people are like, hey, if you walk into my house, take your shoes off, right? That's fine, whatever. Your house, your rules. I find it crazy. And look, I don't care if people wear shoes in my house, but one of the first things I do when I get home is kick off my shoes. Yeah. Everyone else in my house thinks I'm weird because I don't change into pajama pants and all that. And I'm like, don't buy uncomfortable clothes. I'm comfortable in all the clothes I own. So when I get home, yes, I want my shoes off. The socks are still on. And then I'm good. But like my wife and the kids, when they get home from school, unless there's something to do, like they will come in, hi, Dad, you get a hug. 5 minutes later, when they reappear, my son, we call him Tarzan, shorts and nothing else. That dude will not wear a shirt. And it does not matter how cold it is. It does not matter the situation. He will not wear a shirt if he's not in public. And even then, it depends who he's going to see. So my daughter had a sleepover this weekend with one of her girlfriends from way, way back. He knows her. He was shirtless, did not care. And even I'm like, dude, just put a shirt on. She is a friend of her. He's like, I know her. He doesn't care, man. But what he did do, to his credit, normally, it wouldn't be short.
Brush his teeth.
Straight underwear. Right? So we're like, hey, she's coming over, man. So he did put on a pair of Ted, you'd like this, mesh shorts.
All right, classy.
And then, but that was it.
But you take your shoes off, and then you take your socks off.
Correct.
And then you get a new, fresh pair of socks.
Yes.
You put them on, and then you tie your shoes back.
That I'll usually, yeah.
So how many, do you have like more socks than, like I have a lot of underwear in my underwear drawer, right?
Oh, I by far have more socks than underwear.
I was going to say, you have to have a lot of pairs of socks.
Tonight,
right?
I was lazy last night after the Hawks game. I did not do laundry. I need to do something.
Okay.
So tonight I'll go home and I'll put on different socks and shoes, a pair of vest shorts, probably no underwear, and just like a whatever T-shirt. Like a cutoff I probably wouldn't wear to work.
Now, do you consider a hoodie anything that has a hood? Because I have the real thin, like, it's a long sleeve shirt that just has a hood on the back. You see me rock those, right?
Yeah,
they're the same
I have
weight
some
as
that
a
I can
T-shirt.
wear almost in the summertime. Like they're light blue, and they don't have a pouch. They're just kind of for
Yeah,
look.
they're pouchless. Yeah. It's just a long sleeve shirt with a freaking hood on the back. Does that qualify? Because I rock those all the time, like especially in wintertime.
No, that's a hoodie's got to be like
this material,
right? Like Mike's these KSW ones are kind of burly. Miles is barely sneaking by. That's more one of like a top.
All right, okay. Just
People
curious.
do say, hey, I always wear a T-shirt underneath my hoodie. I never even thought not to wear one. From
give it a try, man. Tell you, Torso Commando.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things. When I was a kid, my dad did it all the time. It just bugged me.
So you just got to follow. Oh, so he always wore it without the shirt.
Right.
And you're like, I'm not living like that.
Yeah. Not when I'm an adult.
This person says you have to have a T-shirt because the inside of the hoodie is not the softest. I
think mine is very soft.
Me too.
This
I
is
disagree.
very soft, yeah.
Especially the new sweatshirt available in the Rock Shop at KISW.com. I'm serious.
Smooth.
Mike's got one on right now.
Yeah.
The zip-up one?
Keep in mind, too,
okay.
like I like to be cold in my own home.
Sure.
So even like tonight when I get home, like I'll have that laundry in there. I'm wearing those shorts. I might put a hoodie back over the T-shirt I'm wearing and then have my slider open to get some air.
I don't mind that. I
about
feel
the
like
cat?
have my windows cracked.
Yeah, they're still out there. I mean, they're mainly there on the weekends if I'm like cooking food in there for a while.
Okay. Has there ever been an uncomfortable situation for you, knowing that you want to have the shirt on under the hoodie? You thought you're going to, I don't know, just walk to the corner store. Just a simple thing. You can get away with it. And then something happened where you had to go multiple hours.
Yeah, and it's gross.
And you're hating it
I
the
don't
whole
want to
time.
sweat inside a hoodie.
Okay.
Don't sweat inside the hood.
Fair enough.
I can't control it. I run hot.
What about travel?
Hoodie week.
Because people are real loose on the airplane, man.
Travel, I go zip up hoodie so I can take it off as soon as I get on the plane. Because I know I'm going to be hot.
Do you bring an extra pair of socks to change on the plane?
And underwear.
You do.
I don't use them, but God forbid your flight gets delayed or whatever. You got to spend the night somewhere else, a different town.
Okay.
You're going to need
That's
those
fair.
extra
That's fair.
socks.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's
fair.
all right. That's a good
fair.
call. All right.
Our question, either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK. Here are a few.
Ted got drunk and wore a hoodie without a shirt.
Yeah. Like if you came, like let's say this weekend coming up, right? There's
Okay.
an F1 race at 1 p.m. If you showed up at 8 p.m., if you showed up to my house at 7:30, I said, we're going to watch the race, and I'm just wearing a hoodie and no shirt, you know the day drinking has gotten out of control.
Oh, okay.
Something's gone off the
You're
rails.
not even willing to try it.
I've just woken up from a nap. Like, something has gone wrong. Like, where's your shirt, dude?
Come on, man.
I lost it along the way.
You won't even try it.
I mean, I've done it to run errands in the morning, but that's about it.
Okay. All right.
I just can't make it a whole day.
Okay. Some interesting things that people did under the influence. Guys, I got completely S-faced a few nights ago and apparently peed on my desk and my computer. I did not realize it until I smelled it the next morning.
The smell is bad, man. I was on the light rail. It was Friday. I'm going home after work. Like I sit down, fairly crowded, and you realize that there's a smell of pee. And old pee, I don't know what it is. Old pee smells worse than poop. I mean, you name it. It is raunchy, man. And I couldn't tell, like, am I sitting on it? I could not tell if it was my seat or whatever. But by the time I got off, I think I zeroed in on the seat responsible. But what that told me is somebody peed on the seat, let it soak into the material, and it's clearly been there at least 2 days.
Yeah.
And I mean, but the whole ride, man, it wasn't just me, a couple other people. No one really said anything, but you kind of make eyes, and you can tell everyone's trying to sniff around to get the source. And the source was stronger to my left than the right, but it wasn't the person sitting there, but it was It's just so gross.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please tell me I'm not sitting in OP, man. And that was for 20 minutes. That is the thought. If I'm sitting in OP, I'm going to lose. Actually, that's not to saw you at the bar, Ted. But yeah, the ride home.
Yeah.
Sir, all I could think is if I am sitting in this OP, not that it was damp, but just the idea, the fact that it still smells just tells me it'll be on me. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why, but I was getting real irritated on the ride home.
I came home drunk one night, and my dog Miles, was and same with Honey, was really, really bad about peeing in the house. To the point where almost every piece of carpet in that house at some point in time needed to be pulled up, either replaced, or like in the instance with my downstairs bedroom. Now, I didn't really have anything in there yet because I'd only been in there for not too long. My plan was I already had a spare bedroom upstairs with a bed in that. So if somebody wanted to come over, I had 3 bedrooms. The one downstairs was basically just a way to walk from the front door to the back door to go out on the little patio in the backyard. And that's where Miles loved to pee. So he
loved it.
So I came in one night, and he was in the act. I could hear it. It's like, and I'm like, you heard me jiggling the key. Like, you knew.
You drew this on purpose, dude.
You knew that I was right there, man. I mean, I'm right there. And I had to go to the bathroom, too, because it took a pretty long walk back from Fremont. I was living in Wallingford at the time. And he is peeing there. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm losing my mind. I'm like, God damn it. So I go upstairs, and I get, like, a bunch of paper towels, get the scrub brush, get the carpet cleaner, do all that crap, go back downstairs, and he's sitting there in the corner. And lights on, he's just looking at me. And I'm like, you know what? F you. So I whipped it out. I figured if I'm going to have to clean this up.
Did you pee on your own carpet?
No. I peed on my dog's.
Miles.
You peed on top of your dog's pee?
I peed on top of my dog's pee.
On your own carpet, though?
On my own carpet. Because I'm going to clean it anyway. The room has already got 9 freaking huge stains in it. I know eventually I got to get rid of this crap. I got to pull the padding up and get the special padding that's coated in plastic for idiots that pee on the carpet.
Did it disturb him? Because male dogs don't want you to pee on top of their pee.
He was not pleased.
Yeah.
He left immediately. He was almost like he was disgusted with me. And I'm just like,
I can't believe he's peeing on the carpet.
This guy's insane.
But I kept looking at him in the eye. I just was peeing and looking at him in the eye like, if I'm going to clean this up, man.
And to clean my own.
I'm going to clean my own pee up, you know?
That'll teach someone.
That'll teach me to go
teach one of us.
Go get more paper towels.
So my buddy Paul, he had a cat named Princess back in the day, and Princess had taken a dump on his pillow, which Tony and I found to be very hilarious. Paul was pissed, just for hours, but we go on about our day, and the Paul's like, I'm going to go S in her litter box. We're like, what? He's like, I got to take an S. I'm going to S in her litter box. And he did, man. And they didn't have a top cover on it, so he just drops this massive log in the litter box. And Tony and I are like, oh, my God, man. So we're laughing about it, whatever. Keep in mind, the litter box is in the kitchen, kind of in the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. So he drops his turd in the litter box. Maybe 5 minutes later, you just hear this cat screaming up the stairs, wow, doing everything she can to cover this turd. There was not enough litter in the litter box to cover this pile of S. And we're like, well, dude, but you have to clean it now. It's like, no, but I wanted to teach her a lesson. Long story short, this went on for a while. Because now the cat would poop on his pillow just out of revenge. And I'm like, she was pooping on your pillow to let you know that
the
you
litter
needed
box
to clean
needed to be changed.
the litter box. And then you pooped in her litter box, and now your cat, for the rest of her life, is angry at you. So now every time you go into your room, look like there's a pile of S. And the thing is, like, there's nothing you can do because we got to go to school. And these are these old-ass row homes in Baltimore. So even if you close your door, if you jiggle the bottom hard enough, the door pops open. And the cat would jiggle, this headbutt thing, jump up on his bed, and it was always his pillow, not his bed, specifically his pillow. And I'm like, you just started a poop war with a cat.
Gave him the Amber Heard.
I mean, yeah, he was ahead of his time.
Either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK. Here's another. A teenager and having a sleepover at my buddy's house one night. We got really messed up, and I took an S in his backyard. Woke up the next morning to the sound of a lawnmower, and his mom was out there mowing the lawn.
Oh,
I'm
no.
assuming at some point she definitely had to run over it. Couple more. Passed out on the grass on the corner of a busy street. I think the worst for me, you passed out in front of a row home.
It's not. I don't care that I passed out in front of a row home. It's that because I've passed out in a lot of places. Used to drink way more than I do now, but on this particular occasion, more memorable one, I'm butt naked with the motorcycle helmet on my head, and it's like, one, I don't own a motorcycle. Two, I don't know where my clothes are, my wallet and everything. Like everything I owned was in my pants, which are gone. But oddly enough, at the time, I had a pair of Doc Martens, okay? So just try to noodle this through with me. Obviously, I interacted with someone. I have no idea what the conversation may have been or where it happened. But I have their motorcycle helmet.
Did you get held up?
Why would you give me a motorcycle helmet?
I don't know.
I mean, why would you do that? Why would you ask for all of my clothes? Because obviously
And
I
not
didn't
take your
care.
wallet.
Right.
Not taking anything else.
No, the wallet was gone, but the wallet was in the clothes that were missing. So maybe they took the wallet separate, but they also had my clothes. I got their motorcycle helmet, but I had a pair of Doc Martens on, and they were tied, all right? Have you ever tried to pull jeans over Doc Martens?
Oh.
Right. So I don't know, like, did I strip all the way down, hand some of my clothes, and they said, take your boots back? Because the socks were still on, too. Right, so you wake up butt naked. I got tied Doc Martens on my feet and a motorcycle helmet on my head. And to this day, I truly have absolutely...
Who woke you up?
No, I woke up on my own because it was rush hour the next morning up by Hopkins in Charles Village. I woke up on my own, and when I sat up, I didn't realize the motorcycle helmet was on my head immediately. My head just felt heavy.
Was it strapped?
It was not strapped.
Okay.
But it was a black motorcycle. Then when I put my hands on my head, because my head hurts, my hands don't touch my head. They stop, and I'm like, I'm wearing a motorcycle helmet. Where the F are my clothes? How do I still have my boots on? Right? I don't know.
What did you do with the motorcycle helmet?
To this, I don't know. Because like I said, I ended up. I kept it for a little while, but it probably just got lost in the move. But like I said, my girlfriend at the time lived like 3 or 4 doors down. So I knock on her door. Keep in mind, this is early in the morning for both of us because we had started at the same Christmas party together. But when she opened the door, there's just a giant naked black man with a motorcycle helmet on. So she screamed and went to close the door, and I had to stop that and lift the visor. I'm like, hey, man, it's me. And then, of course, the first question, what the F are you doing? Now, keep in mind, my naked butt is still facing traffic. So behind me, you just hear honking and cheering and all this. I'm like, just let me in to the goddamn house. And I will try to explain as best I can because I truly do not know.
Either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK.
KISW.
All of Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,386. What a large and in charge program we have for you today.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a guaranteed future repeat?
It'll be repeated somewhere sometime, but...
You think so? For on vacation, you'll play this one again?
Maybe, you know
Why
what?
not?
Well, you know, I usually try to
It's a show.
design. I try to design our reruns to sound like we're actually here, so people don't know.
Oh,
This is a special show, Miles.
Yeah,
you can't recreate the first dinner with a girl. You can't recreate this, man.
Yeah, SNL is never going to rerun their 50th, anniversary episode.
Actually, I think they are.
Oh, they are. They are.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in the archives. Mike, I'm on your side.
Thank you, Ted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, the exciting return today of Ted versus the FCC. I think we're just going to play some of Ted's biggest misses.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout the year. How many years have we been doing Ted versus the FCC?
I'll tell you the. So what do you got, Ted?
It's got to be 06. 07 or probably 08.
Well, the archives that I have go back to as early as 2011. Is as far back as I go. I believe it's gone back further. It's just
Probably-
that's where my records go.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was longer ago than that, but the circumstance with which we created it is not something that lends itself to memory so much as far as when it came up.
There's a hotel down the street on 5th. It's got an elephant bar in the bottom. It's got a bar outside on the 6th or 7th floor. Patio bar, beautiful facility. So we find out about this outdoor bar. It's one of those first days where it's like 75.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. We're like, you know what? Let's go and sit outside.
Nice.
Drink some beer downtown. We decide to do this. We go to this bar. The place is packed. We're like, oh, man. Turns out there's a convention in town.
Nice.
At that hotel. And they're having a party outside. So the bartender, wink and nudge, politely informs us that there's a special event going on. The bar is, in fact, closed. But, play your cards right.
Yeah.
And you can go get a beer. Okay.
They have free booze and alcohol.
So we grabbed the name tag, and we went in.
Oh my God, was this the Kemblon story?
That is correct.
That is right.
That is correct.
And we just
That
started
bar now,
getting
I
hammered.
believe, is called Frolic.
Is it Frolic?
Well, it used to just be a rooftop bar. Now it's
Yeah.
like cocktails and food.
Oh, really?
It's gotten nice.
They wouldn't let us in then.
Yeah. So we sit down, and we started laughing. We're getting pretty tuned up because, again,
Everything was free.
it's a free bar. I mean,
Sure.
double Jack and Cokes, you name it, whatever. We're double fisting it. We're talking to people like, hey, how you doing? Good to see you again. What's going on, And then we, for some reason, came up with this idea off of a tongue twister. And we thought, you know what, man? What if we actually did this? Can we do this thing? Because we're risking being kicked off the air.
Sure.
Or a huge
Hundreds of
fine.
thousands of dollars in fines.
If Ted drops a bomb.
Right.
And that's kind of why the intro says what it does, because that is factually correct.
Right.
And you got to remember, I was running the board then. So every year, the company would make me sign a piece of paper that says, if one gets out, it's on you.
Yeah.
And I was like, so what if I don't sign? It's like, well, then you won't have a job. So it was like, all right.
Heat's on. $350,000 fine.
Yeah.
I think it's gone up since then. I think it's
Yeah, I'm
$375 now.
Yeah.
Which is just ridiculous. I mean, let's face it. I mean, it doesn't inflict that much pain.
Nope.
No.
To hear the F-bomb or an S-word.
I heard
or
it yesterday watching a
whatever.
football game.
Or the a whole word.
They're about to go to break, and one, you hear the Eagles fans saying some stuff, it's very clear, and then the players were yelling some stuff at each other, and I'm like, there it is. There's no fine. It's just, it is what it is.
Do we really need to have this much weight on it? Like, we won't say it. We're
Politicians
fine.
say it all the time.
Right.
I mean, there's
Well,
all
even
kinds
in
of
public, if you're sitting there with a kid, right, and some dude says it once or twice, you kind of go, all right. But if somebody's saying it constantly, you'd be like, hey, dude.
That's the difference.
Right, exactly.
Except for Sounders games where I'm like, dude, it's just part of the song. Feel free to sing.
So that was the creation of Ted versus the FCC. The hardest part was, the beginning of it was, we really didn't have any tongue twisters. So we had to start writing them.
Yeah.
Now we don't anymore. We just take your suggestions. So
Yeah.
we always act like we're writing them. We haven't written one in 10, 12 years.
That's probably about right.
I mean, honest to God, we just take yours.
Well, no, I had one, and Castle said absolutely not.
But that was about it.
There was a certain angle that got
Well,
the
if you say it correctly, you're guaranteed to cut.
We live in a great country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, we do.
Let's just put it that way.
Well, over the years, we've had to trim up some of the words you could slip on.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to have it where, you have somebody who was digging ditches or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And you knew where the slip was going.
Right.
Yeah.
So we cut those out. We've cut out a lot of stuff.
yeah.
We used to do Black, White, Mexi, or Jew back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I think do we have an excerpt from that today? Or
An excerpt? I do
anything?
have, I got the old intro. I mean, we might be able to play around if we
Okay, all right. I don't know.
See what we can do there.
Okay. What? So where are we going to start on the show?
So today on the show, real quick before we get started, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of laughs. We're going to go back in time and just see if you guys can't remember all the stuff that you did back in the day. But and we're also going to have a handful of people that are going to come in here and give you guys your flowers. I don't generally get a whole lot of time to do it.
Flowers?
Oh yeah, you bet. Well,
It's a term.
metaphorically
All right,
speaking.
all right.
Generally, people only get them when they're dead, so you give them to them now. Give them their flowers now.
So it can be a little bit hard to get a word in as we're going in here, and I tend to be the host. I don't necessarily get to give my piece in this. And so I wanted to do that before we get started. I wanted to just kind of put on there what the gravity of 20 years on the same radio station means with a couple of different points. First and foremost, just making it in the entertainment industry is one of the hardest things that I've been able to witness. There's a lot of people out there that they'll start TikTok channels and Instagram, trying to be influencers. They'll start their own podcast to try to get out there and they try to do their own thing, right? So making your own, just making waves and getting started in the entertainment industry is a lot harder than just basically saying it out loud. You think about just in this last year, the number of shows and podcasts and songs and movies that people have said you have to watch this. Even back in history, I still haven't watched Caddyshack, and don't worry, I'll watch it, right? So just even there in passing, finding it, and I hate to admit this. I was alerted to the show back when I was a sophomore in high school, I believe. And same thing. I did listen to it. I didn't explore all that much, but eventually I ended up working on the detail shop, and I found KISW, and then I found you guys, and I fell in love with it ever since. So just making your mark in entertainment is already that difficult of a task. Not to mention the fact that especially in the world of radio, this is a cutthroat business. We have known a lot of people. You think about the number of faces that you guys have seen come in and out of these doors. People that were
just in radio in general.
That's right.
Throughout our lives.
People that were here when you started that aren't here anymore. People that started after you guys did that are not here anymore. So honestly, 20 years, 2 decades worth of entertainment, and you guys are not slowing down one bit. So y'all, I know that you guys, you don't really dwell on what you've done in the past. You guys look a lot more into the future. You look at what you're going to do instead of what you have done. This is one moment I want you guys actually just sit there and take your applause for just a quick second there, that you guys have survived 20 years on this station. You guys are still the powerhouse that you are. You came in, you busted the doors down, you guys made all the noise in the world, and you're still here 20 years later, guys.
Thank you, man.
Just wanted to put that out there.
I mean, this is our social media. This is our reality TV.
Well, radio's the first social media.
Yeah, I mean,
the first time human beings could communicate in real time, right? At the speed of light, someone could be not in a room with you,
right?
And you could communicate, right? And it opened up everything else: television, movies, the whole nine, right? And so it's cool to me just to be a part of that. And other things are going to come and go. And like you said, well, podcasters, 400 billion people to do it.
Yes.
But not all of them are good. And granted, not all radio shows are good either, man. I struggle sometimes to figure out some people keep their freaking job. And because every time we go across the country, I have to punch around and listen to different radio shows.
Right.
And the ones I typically enjoy the most, and I mean this honestly, there's a group of guys, I don't know if they're in Ocean City, Maryland, or Delaware, but I have to go there once a year, and they do a morning show. And they are so bad that I am glued to. My wife and I are both like, these guys are so terrible and completely unaware that they're god-awful that it is one of the greatest shows I've seen or heard, but probably not for the reason that they want it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, everything they do is a disaster. And, like, we couldn't write a funnier show than these guys perform because they suck at every single thing. It does not matter what they do. It's awful, but I'm like,
KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
JetBlue flight to Tampa returned to Boston's Logan Airport after a passenger was caught vaping marijuana, which the crew subsequently inhaled.
how much did they vape that the crew inhaled weed from a vape pen, man?
While en route to Tampa, JetBlue Flight 1191 to Tampa contacted air traffic controllers.
Hey, man.
Requested a return to Boston due to a passenger disturbance. The controller acknowledged and relayed instructions to return to Boston, but requested clarification on the disturbance, asking, is cockpit secure right now? Pilot explained that the passenger had been vaping or smoking in the laboratory in the first class section, and the crew inhaled it. It's unclear. So which means what? They can smell all your poop too if you take a dump up there?
I guess. I don't know, man.
He must have been smoking the hell out of that vape.
That's what I mean. Like people will take a dump in the bathroom, and unless it's real bad, planes do a pretty good job of ventilating those. You know, because someone will be in there for 5 minutes, and you're like, oh my God. But you open the door, there's remnants, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how much weed you had to be vaping for them to say they inhaled it.
Yeah, a lot.
It's one thing to say we want to kick this guy off the plane, fine, but they're implying like,
it's also
hey,
unclear
we're getting high.
if crew referred to the flight attendants or the pilots.
I'm of the theory maybe they were so pissed
that they just said that to
Right. And they needed a good reason
trump
to take
up
it
the
back.
charges a little bit. Like, we're going to get stoned to contact
But
them.
also, man, like somebody sent me this story last week, and I just said to my buddy, I was like, just eat an edible like the rest of us.
Eat an edible.
Like how much of a weed junkie you got to be to start ripping vape pens?
You know, I don't even think it's that. I just feel like people that vape, not everyone, but certainly you would, like, I'm a smoker, all right? And they'll tell you, hey, man, you can't smoke on this flight or indoors or whatever the situation is. It sucks, but you deal with it, right?
All right.
People that have vapes, I feel like, hey, man, within 5 minutes of you making whatever announcement you want to make, they're always going to sneak a vape. Like, everywhere I go, you could be in a restaurant, you could be on a plane. I see it at the airport all the time. People just, like I said, they're not hotboxing anything, but, they'll telltale, coat up over the mouth. Then, of course,
Yeah.
And to their credit, the steam kind of dissipates quickly. But if you're right behind them, like, I know the flavor you're smoking. I know you just hit it. I know if it's weed. And like you said, just eat a gummy if you want to be high. It's no big deal.
And look, I get it, right? I have a ton of disposable little vape weed pens, right?
Yeah.
And my buddy, I was in his living room. He's like, you can't smoke that in here. And I was like, I've smoked in here with your son.
Oh,
he was like,
wow,
damn.
Wow.
I mean, this kid's in his 20s.
Oh, okay. All right.
But his wife was out of town. I said, it'll dissipate. It'll be fine. But I looked at it. I said, I wouldn't smoke a bowl in here.
Right.
Right.
Or a blunt or anything like that.
Right. But
yeah,
that's
see,
what's
you
so-
vapors, man. You guys are like, I can hit this anywhere.
Is that why you have
anytime.
them just based on the fact that you live in an apartment? Just to keep the weed from going in the hallway, the smoke?
Yeah, it just smells a lot less.
Yeah.
But I mean, even at our watering hole, I'll go outside and smoke. There's a couple of people that will go out and they're smoking a joint, and nobody cares. They're just not doing it indoors because there's no smoking policy. But I definitely see a lot of cats with vapes, whether they're waiting in line or sitting at the bar. They just, it's just a quick hit. And like I said, it's so obvious what you're doing. The whole jacket comes up. But I just watch them hit it, and I'm like, bro, this bar is not big. Like, seriously, just walk to the door.
Correct.
And do it.
Or, like, I don't know. Like, I watched that whole show on security at Cleveland Browns games.
Yeah.
And, like, people keep getting in trouble. And it's like, look, they're never going to tell you this, but, like, go sit on the toilet for 2 minutes. They're not going to notice.
I did that at the Baltimore Arena. This is an indoor arena. And granted, I was drunk, and I don't remember the event, but it's a no smoking policy. And it's not a vape, it's a cigarette. But I sat in the stall, and I smoked a cigarette. But I kept blowing the smoke under the partition. I didn't think anyone was in the stall next to me. It turns out there was. But security comes walking in. You see the boots, but the boots stop in front of the stall next to me and says to the guy in that stall, hey, man, put out your cigarette, man, no smoking. To this guy's credit, he's like, my bad, man, I'll put it out. Security guard says, thank you, stands there a few seconds and walks away. Well, this guy times it out so that when I step out of the stall, he has stepped out of his stall. It is a big brother, man. He looks at me, and I'm like, hey, man, thank you. He's like, it ain't going to happen again, man. I was, all right.
Jesus.
But thank you. I honestly did not know you were sitting there. He's like, man, all the smoke's blowing under the thing. He's like, I knew what you were doing, but the guard came up to me. My bad.
The pilot then declares an emergency because the plane was fully loaded and it's not supposed to land at that point in time because they fill it up with gas. So it's
so now it's
completely loaded.
overweight.
Correct. And you're not supposed to just turn around and hundreds of pounds in fuel are supposed to be burned by the time you finally make it to your destination. That was not the case, which made the landing not more difficult than usual, but just not normal.
But yeah, it's still more difficult than you. Your weight's up. My only thing is,
and if something bad were to happen, there's more fuel on the plane.
It's a bigger problem than it's worth, in my opinion, based on what they're saying the scenario is. Sometimes, and I don't think this will ever happen, but I feel like sometimes, one, you can kind of shame the passenger, but then take a vote. So you say, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. We have a passenger that's been hitting the weed pen in the first class bathroom. Now, some of the smoke's been traveling around, but here are our options. Is this a big enough deal to you that I turn this plane around with all this fuel and land back at the place we took off from, therefore delaying your trip? Or we just take this bitch's vape, we go to where we're going, and let authorities deal with it. Because I would say, hey, let's finish the flight, man. Just finish the flight. That's the thing.
Correct.
He's not trying to take over the plane. It's not like he has a bomb. It's like, dude, he's hitting a vape pen. Is it annoying? Absolutely. I just took off, and now you're asking me if I want to turn around back to the place I started from? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally would vote like, dude, keep going. Take his vape pen, give him some alcohol, and when we land, let the authorities deal with his ass.
Passenger seat assignment, which was requested by an air traffic controller, was 1F.
Yeah.
1F. Right there in the very
so
first
he was
row.
up by the pilot
Oh, yeah.
doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Passengers, as they say,
Damn.
first-class flight will end up being much more expensive after the AFAA fine and federal criminal charges. Airline can also pursue damages in a civil lawsuit, in addition to a likely lifetime ban.
Yeah, so to me, if he's facing all of that from doing this, do your best, but can we just continue the flight, man? You know what I mean? Like, no one's in any danger. He's just being an
But
idiot.
you're right, though. If he was up front, maybe one of the pilots was like, oh, no, I had ingested weed.
In the cockpit, though?
Well, no, maybe he went, that's the bathroom they use.
Oh, so you're saying he went to the bathroom?
Like, if
and
he
was
went in
wow.
there and was just hitting it, which, again, you can smell it. It dissipates a lot quicker. I just feel like this guy's a jackass.
Well,
and I'm
yes, he
annoyed
is.
with him.
Yeah.
I'm not even on this flight, but it's like, I don't know, man. There's got to be a better way to, like, cover it up.
Right.
Or just wait.
Yeah.
Or, well, that's the solid
Just freaking wait, man. And one of the night, it's like being drunk. I mean, it's not like it just goes away. It's not like I'm high. Ooh, now I'm not. Like, you'll be stoned for a good while, man. And that's not that long of a flight. You'll be good to get, where's it, Miami? Whatever the hell they're going.
Boston and Tampa, yeah.
But yeah, come on, man.
My cousin came out here. He was for a job interview from the East Coast. This was in the days of medical marijuana. You could smoke legally if you had a card. I had a card. So, and the weed was really, really, really good.
That's medical grade.
It was good stuff. And, you know, my cousin obviously his mind is blown by the idea that he could not walk into those stores.
Right.
I could go in and get something and bring it back out.
You could not walk into the store.
He could not
but
walk
my
in,
man
exactly,
could walk into the
right.
store.
Which I wish he could have, just to see these giant jars of weed that used to exist back in the day. Anyway, I go in there and get a couple pre-rolls. I think you know the pre-rolls that I probably ended up buying and some bud and all that stuff. So he wants to do the Space Needle. We're going to do the touristy crap. No big deal. I had gone up in the Space Needle before with family. I don't know what I was thinking, but so we smoke a joint outside the Seattle Center. We get absolutely crushed. I mean, just as how baked we were on that stuff. It was good stuff. Also, I took the rest of that joint and put it back in the tube, put it in my pocket. I reek.
Oh, I was just saying, you can't hide that.
This stuff is dank. I reek. Reek, okay? I forget how tight those elevators are. And I also forget that, like, if the capacity is 20 people can fit in an elevator.
But 22.
Guess how many people are going to be on there? 21, including the elevator operator.
Right.
Which I forgot existed, too, because last time I went, I think I was one of the last people in the elevator. Did not really realize there was an attendant in there. Or maybe there wasn't.
There always is. They give you a couple facts.
Okay.
Yep.
Get in the elevator. I'm one of the first people in, along with my cousin. We go to the back where that guy's standing. And he's like, Jesus Christ, man. He's like, you two. And I'm like, what? I was like, can you smell that? And he's like, absolutely, man. He's like, you guys reek of weed. He's like, you should probably go up there and take a shower. I was like, oh, man, my bad. Then everybody gets on there. People are kind of like looking around, like trying to find the source of this.
They know it's you.
Well, when the elevator takes off, it took off a lot faster than I remember.
Okay.
And I'm also on the glass wall of this elevator. And I have a very, very, I know it's irrational that I'm not going to fall through the glass. I'm not going to die.
You might.
Did you react when it started going?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, shh. Well, I almost cussed. Because it would just freak me out. And I'm like, oh, God, don't look out there. So now I'm standing there with my eyes closed, going up an elevator like, please, 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 please. And it's quick. It's not as quick as I wanted it to be.
Of course.
It felt like a day.
Yeah.
And then we get up there, man. And this is before they just had a regular deck on the outside.
Yeah.
But I walked down the deck. I was like, nope. And I walked right back in. And then there was a small bar there at the time. So I'm like, I'm just going to go to the bar. I'm going to get a beer. I think they might even have our beer that time.
Oh, really?
Or maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Thank you, Space Needle.
Yeah. I think we just launched the beer. And I think they had it. Anyway, get to the top. And I sit at the bar. And I realize that the thing is spinning. I don't know that I realized that the last time that I was up there.
No, because the move's real slow. You have to almost be stationary to realize it.
The restaurant, right, always spun, but it's different now.
So I'm like, dude, I don't know how much more the second day. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's loving it. He's taking pictures. I mean, these are spectacular, you know. I am really, really happy. I'm like, so I asked the guy, I said, hey, man, I got a question for you. He's like, yeah, man, what do you need? And I was like, tell me you have a stairwell that goes down, so I'll just take the steps. That way, you're
gonna walk all the way down.
Yeah, he's like, no, there's no stairwell. Maybe there is. It's not for.
He's not going to tell you.
For you, you know, in the event it caught on fire, maybe there is.
Sure.
But in my instance, no, you're not going to use the stair. Man, I basically had a panic attack up there. I was like, and this is a tourist attraction.
The
You're
Space
supposed to have
Needle, man.
fun. It's not even the tallest building in Seattle.
No.
I'm just up there like, I am freaking the F out, man. Don't get high and get up this thing, man. It sucks. So our question, either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK.
When I first started learning to snowboard, I made the poor decision one day to actually take a little toke before the day started.
All right.
And same thing. We get off, and it's a track I've been on, some run I've been on at this point in the season 30 times, right? But there's like a little cat track, and then there's like a little way to go up higher or lower.
Yeah.
I remember I got up there, and I just kind of sat down on the people. They're like, what are you doing up there? I was like, I don't know how to say this. I can't move right now. They were like, what? I was like, I shouldn't have smoked. I'm scared.
Right. I'm scared, man. That's all.
Right? Like, just come down. I'm like, I can't. There's people going
shooting
by
by
me.
you.
There's an adult male who's going, I can't. I'm scared.
Either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Michael. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, what's up?
Hola.
This is Mr. What from last week, the Seattle VA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, we laughed about that. It doesn't matter what anyone said. I'm like, no matter what anyone says, we're just, what?
Based on what you were doing at the time, thank God you softened the conversation.
It's the only suicide story I've heard where I laughed. You own that distinction.
Well, this one won't make you laugh. Well, it'll make you laugh. It won't make me laugh. I was living in Omaha at the time, and I was a rougher, and I was in really good shape. And I had a local bar that I would go to, pretty frequently. And one night I went in there and walked out with the biggest girl on the shelf, took her home to my home that was like 2 blocks away, did what we did, and then I could never go back there again because
why not?
The other clientele, my friends, the people that work there, the women that I've been trying to pick up for the last 6 months, they were all on the same page. They were like, nah, dude, you're done here, So I was like, damn. So I got blacklisted, and I don't even remember.
No, wait. Did you get blacklisted or did you voluntarily blacklist yourself?
Yeah, I voluntarily blacklisted myself because every time I tried to go in there, even if there was a new person working there, it'd take like 30 seconds for that new person that was working there to know who I was. And they, those 22-ounce Heinekens?
Yeah, sure.
They were the only place in town that sold them, and they were ice cold. So I loved that place, and it was like 2 blocks from my house, so I could walk there if I had too much to drink. And
checked all the boxes for you.
Yeah, it was quite Polish part of town, but after that, no, they were like, no, man. Every time I walked in, hey, it's like Norm from Cheers. There'd always be one-liner, coming after me. And so I said, screw it. So that's when I decided to move back to Seattle.
Damn.
Jesus Christ, man.
How big was this girl?
Dude, I mean, she worked at a Circle K in town, and so I knew who she was. That's how originally the big ball got rolling, so to speak. And she was probably a good 400 plus.
Whoa. Are you being serious?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Did you go to the Circle K anymore?
No, I couldn't after that.
Why?
I had to go to
maybe you would have got a free hot dog.
Did you?
Wow, he had to leave the town. He was not going back to that
My
Circle
man
K.
Moon. Did you ever see her again after that?
Yeah. I drove by the Circle K, and I pulled up to the gas pump, and she's inside waving at me. I was like, oh, man, I'm never going to live this down. So, like, damn. What do you do after that? There's nothing you can do.
Apparently, you moved 2,000 miles.
I feel like having to leave town was a big call, but yeah,
man, there's got to be a leave town moment for y'all as well.
Man, but it's probably happened 7 times. I just haven't left, but that would not have been it.
How big was the town?
See,
smaller than her.
Omaha.
Oh, Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Well, that still feels like a big enough city where you hadn't have to. I would have moved to the other side of town.
Yeah, it was a big enough everything that I had to leave town. So, it is what it is. But I really appreciate you guys taking the call, and I really like enjoying your show.
What? Thank you, man. Goddamn.
This guy's on fire. I left town.
Put it through right away anytime.
I don't know why her working the circle came in
I'm
better.
with you. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong. But just the idea that, like, the thing is like, whatever your convenience store is, you go there a lot.
Yes.
Like, I know the guys at my 7-Eleven. I know the new owner. I know the guy that's going to sell me some zones. Right? But, like, if I hooked up with the dude, it would be awkward going back in there.
Yeah, as crazy as the 7-Eleven is in Fremont, they shut it down for a little while they're doing some repair work, and it's just devastating.
Really? Yeah, well,
Yes.
it kills you, doesn't it?
Oh, God. Sometimes
Because it's convenient.
I get high and I just want an ice cream sandwich. It's such an easy walk to go down there and grab something stupid like that. That probably is not the... It's probably helpful for my waistline, but other than that...
Sure.
You want to snack late at night.
Like, there's a QFC by my house, right? So I go to it a decent amount now, and honestly, it's cheaper than, like, the quarter stores on Capitol Hill were.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel weird if I see the same people at QFC 2 days in a row. But you don't feel that way at a corner store. You're just like, oh, I'm getting two things. No biggie.
Which will let the customers or the people that work there?
The people that work there.
They only got, there's two.
Well, there's the one guy that goes to our local who scares me. And he doesn't talk to me in either place. Then there's another guy with a cool mustache.
Yeah, mustache. Dude.
But
he's a manager.
Right, and I always say hi to him. So I feel like if I see him today, I got to, like, have my head down.
Why would the one guy talk to you?
Is it... So there's another guy that works there. I'm trying to be delicate with my description here, but probably about my age, might weigh 85 pounds. He's bald on top, but has black hair.
Yeah.
Always has bald, and his arms are hairier than anything you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He just creeps me out. He's just like, honestly, like if I'm there with my kids, I'm like, I don't like being around him.
Is he the same one that goes to our local?
He might be. I don't know.
He's very quiet, Miles.
Yeah.
Remember, like, Vinsanity?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. It scares you.
Yeah, he's just waiting to explode about something.
Correct. And you know me. I talk to everybody at our QFC. I know a lot of the workers there. I run into this guy at the bar. I see him. I go, hey, man, I know you're from the bar, too. And he just,
Like,
Did you just taking mental, is this a list? Am I on it?
Yep. You just added yourself to the list.
Either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, Scandal erupts when it's revealed that Eugene Levy's eyebrows are just two halves of John Oates' mustache. But first, a man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin got the surprise of a lifetime when he discovered that both hands...
You look great.
What?
Sorry, man. Sorry. I was just saying that you look great today, man.
Okay. Thank you. A man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin got...
I like your cologne.
Again, thank you, Felix.
Yeah. Sorry, Playboy. You have a beautiful wife.
Okay, what's with you yelling compliments?
You are a consummate professional. Oh, you mean that?
Yes, that. Why are you screaming compliments?
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice, man.
You screaming compliments. Yes, I noticed, Felix. Because you keep screaming compliments.
Yeah, look, man, it's a side effect of my medication, Playboy.
Your medication? What medication are you taking?
You're the best in the biz.
Felix!
Sorry, man, sorry. I'm taking medication for that thing.
That thing? What thing?
Remember, man, I told you last week about that thing?
No, not the what thing. What? Wait a minute. Oh, that thing?
Yeah, man, that thing.
Did that thing get worse?
It started to spread, man. Then I woke up with a thing on my thing.
Do you think the thing on your thing is related to that thing?
Your wife makes the best brownies. Yeah, the doctor said the thing on my thing is the most likely result of that thing.
And so they prescribed you medication that makes you shout compliments.
They gave me medication for the thing on my thing. But the side effect is polite Tourette's.
Polite Tourette's.
You are very well organized. Yeah, man, polite Tourette's.
So, you uncontrollably blurt out nice things about people. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, man, that's what polite Tourette's makes you do. Your nose hairs are distracting.
That didn't sound very polite.
Oh, that wasn't the medication talking, Playboy. That was just an observation.
How long do you have to take this medication?
Until the thing on my thing goes away.
Are we talking days, weeks?
You have well moisturized skin.
Again, thank you, Felix. But this medication you're on, how long will this side effect of polite Tourette's be a part of your...
You have great taste in shoes.
Felix!
Yeah, sorry, Playboy. I'm hoping the polite Tourette's goes away in a few days, man. The polite Tourette's and all the other side effects.
The other side effects? How many side effects are there?
I mean, it's like any prescription drug, man. There's a bunch of them. But, Thingamacil.
Thingamacil? What is Thingamacil?
Thingamacil is the medication I'm on for the thing on my thing.
Bonnie, can we pull up side effects of Thingamacil, please? Earn it.
I like your cologne.
You told me that already.
Well, I really like it, man, and the polite Tourette's is why I keep bringing it up.
Okay, I found the side effects of Thingamacil. Putting it on the screen. Ah, there it is. Polite Tourette's.
You are well respected.
Let's see. Headache.
Yeah, my head is throbbing, Playboy.
Facial tremors.
Yeah.
Heartburn. Nausea.
My chest is on fire and I might throw up.
Night terrors.
I can't sleep, man. The scary stuff. It's like Dolores and HR staring at me from the ceiling.
Anal leakage.
No comment.
Mild racism?
Yeah, like Roseanne Barr and Ambien, man. You pop one of these pills, and the next thing you know, you notice how people are always complaining that is the reason they can't, instead of just like the rest of us.
My God, Felix, that was horrible. I can't believe you just said that.
That was the medication talking, man. I would never say that about people.
Okay, I'm getting uncomfortable. Maybe we should just go to break before you say something that's going to get us both fired.
Yeah, sorry, Playboy. The anal leakage is pretty bad too, man.
On that note, we'll be back next hour where I'll tell you about the man from Meshuggah, Wisconsin who...
You are a true hero.
Okay. We're back next hour.
And to all the people.
Felix!
Back when I was cooking, and I've said this before, but we're in the kitchen, we are cooking. The waiter's not 100% sure. She walks into the kitchen and says, hey, man, the lady at table, whatever it was, she wants to get the chicken dish, which was on the menu. We're like, cool. But she wants it medium rare. We're not going to give her undercooked chicken, man. Just go let her know. Like, we're just going to cook the chicken through. It's not going to be dry, but we'll just cook it through. Comes back about 2 minutes later. He's like, no, man. She's insisting that her chicken is medium rare. I said, okay, well, again, just let her know we're not going to do that because that is undercooked chicken, which is super dangerous, man.
It's a potential lawsuit.
Just let her know. It wasn't like a big deal, but we're also busy. We're hustling back there. I'm like, just let her know, man. It's fine. 2 minutes later, he's back. He's like, look, man, she's like really demanding that's chicken be medium rare. So we're looking at each other, and I'm like, God damn it. All right, I'm going to go out to the table. So I have to walk out there. And depending on the restaurant you work at, when you see the cook, if they still have their apron on, it looks really gross. I just didn't have time to take it off, so I'm out there, blood stains and everything else on it. I'm like, ma'am, did you order the chicken? She's like, yeah, I just want to get it medium rare. I said, well, we're not going to do that. She said, but that's what I'm asking for. I said, you want like pink? She's like pink and cool in the middle. I said, ma'am, that would be raw chicken in the middle. She's kind of like, I said, okay, well, we're not going to do that. And she's like, but that's the way I like my chicken. And I said, okay, I'm just going to set this up for you. You can eat your chicken any way you'd like to eat your chicken. I'm not going to hold you from that. But you're going to bleed out of your anus, you're going to cramp up, and you're going to go to the hospital. So I'm not going to do it for you here, but if you want to do that at home, knock yourself out. So like, why would I bleed out of my anus and get sick? And so have you heard of salmonella? And she's like, sure. And I said, okay, well, this is not the only source of it, but one way to get it is to eat undercooked chicken. Apparently, she'd been eating undercooked chicken kind of her whole life. I mean, she looked absolutely stunned by this. And I'm like, you're asking us to poison you, man. Like, we won't do it. I cannot believe I have to walk out here to explain to you that undercooked chicken is just, it's not guaranteed to make you sick, but it's a real.
The mighty 99.9 KAISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Just released today, the most sinful cities in the United States of America, and we have rich people coming up with your guess. Is as good as mine. People. In the meantime, our question, either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Meredith. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
So my story is my cousin and I decided to go vegetarian after an acid trip at Lollapalooza.
Yeah. So I know acid takes people down different paths. Maybe there's new things you want to try, but how long did you stick with the vegetarian diet?
I actually stayed with it for about 15 years, and my cousin is still vegetarian, actually, and this was 30-some-odd years ago.
So what happened during the trip where both of you came down from this, or was it during the trip, and you agreed, you know what, man, let's give up meat?
It was actually during the trip, and we're walking around Lollapalooza, and, they sell those giant turkey leg things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're walking around, and there's bones all over the ground, and people are gnawing on these crazy-ass bones, and it was kind of scary. And we just thought, oh, my God, are they going to eat us? And so that kind of tripped us out. And then we went over by where they were selling the corn on the cobs, and they were the corn cobs on the ground. They looked so benign and natural and peaceful. So, yeah, I guess that kind of triggered our decision to stop eating meat.
Well, in all fairness, man, back then, there wasn't as many vegetarian options. Even if you were to go fake meat or whatever that stuff is, and it wasn't very good. It was the worst of the worst. But did you lose weight? Did you feel better? Did you like the lifestyle better?
I mean, I can't say I was a terribly healthy vegetarian. I ate a lot of pasta and cheese sauce,
Okay.
So.
Yeah, well, hell, when BJ was a vegetarian, he'd walk around here eating a candy bar and a bag of chips.
Because it wasn't made out of meat. Right, but it wasn't healthy. So what got you back to the world of the carnivore? Like, what was the thing where you finally said, I got to eat this?
It was actually when I had children, and my son was very adamant that he was not a vegetarian. He was going to eat meat.
He's going to eat hot dogs.
Yeah, all right. So what was your first bite? Dinosaur chicken nugget?
No, actually, we went a really strange opposite way and started raising our own meat after that. So
you went on a trip. You see all these bones. It comes crashing home just how crazy that concept is when you think about it like that. You go vegetarian for 15 years. Then when you go back to meat, you're like, hell, I want to know them
Yeah.
beginning to end.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well,
I
look,
respect that.
there's an ethical, obviously there's ethics behind it, but I know a lot of people who do it for health reasons.
Sure.
But they also, man, they'll tell you, they'll break down every once in a while. And it's not even breaking down. I think if the majority of the time that you stick with that diet, then like a cheat meal, if you want to do it, now it might really mess your stomach up for that night.
But it's worth it.
But like Miggs will say,
Miggs, brisket.
He's down in Austin, man. He's going to take a bite of brisket.
But I love how he
Because
says
he
that. He's
can.
like, well, I'm a vegetarian unless you have brisket. I'm like, I respect that. So you eat healthy
yeah.
and it shows on him.
I had a
right?
buddy, man. His diet was unbelievable, but he had to have pepperoni pizza. If he was going to have pepperoni, that was his thing. He never ate hamburgers. He didn't eat anything, but if he wanted a piece of pizza, he was going to eat pepperoni pizza.
And see, I'm the opposite. I don't eat vegetables, but if I'm going to eat vegetables, it's probably going to be on a fajita, and I'll eat the peppers.
Yeah, or a cheesesteak.
Oh man, yeah, cheesesteak, that is very important. That's where their place is. Or your little bits of celery that you insist on including in your chicken salad.
When my wife and I started dating, she of course was a vegan through the dating process. But she's one of those vegans that's like, I know you're coming back around. It's okay. We had talked about it, and then at one point, she ended up at a party that we were at over at the Met.
All right.
Yeah. And so I cut off a little slice of steak, and I said, I'm going to put this piece of steak on the edge of my plate and turn and talk to the person to my right. Whatever happens to that bite happens to that bite. And I turned around, got into conversation, I turned back around, that bite is gone. And my wife is going, oh my God, that was amazing.
Either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROB.
Side note, what did she order? Did she like mashed potatoes and asparagus?
She, it was later determined, was not supposed to be there. And we found that out as soon as we walked through the door, and she was the only one that was a +1 that was there. So she sat behind me and just clammed up and didn't do a damn thing, and I just kept feeding her little sides the entire time.
I'd say it's one thing, you can go to a steakhouse and get a vegetarian meal.
Yeah.
But if you say you're vegan, it's like, hey man, I mean, like we can't help you. Even the asparagus is in butter.
Yeah, I got to talk to after that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, vegan.
Vegan's tough. Vegan is tough, man. And we
made some friends with two dudes at that F1 race in Austin.
Yeah.
Because the race has just ended, and most people go down and you can see them do the trophies. My buddy's in the air-conditioned little lounge. Said, I'm going to go get a drink with him in the AC. And I hear him go, the only option's popcorn. And we just start BS with the guys. The guys were awesome. They ended up meeting us at a bar in Austin and buying us a bunch of drinks. But the one guy was like,
popcorn was it?
I mean, if you wanted earlier in the day, you could have gone out to where all the food vendors were, and I'm sure there was option. But the race had ended, so now it's just in this area, giant bar.
Yeah,
so you could drink all you want, but the options were like popcorn, chicken sandwich, hot dog.
I just want to throw this out to people: if you are vegan, good on you. Don't visit Texas unless you bring your own food. I'm sorry, what now? Everything we have is our corn.
The greens have lard
made of meat. Yeah, everything.
I mean, I got made fun of as I got a lamb bowl.
Why did it make funny? Lamb's
because it's
delicious.
Texas. And it wasn't beef.
Yeah, that's how Texas rolls. Did you want a beef tomato?
They probably don't even eat bacon.
Hello, Caleb. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
So the story goes back to about 2012. I was in the Marine Corps. I'd been in like a little less than a year. And I was temporarily stationed on Pensacola, Florida, on a naval station. I was there for air traffic control school. And
you guys blow those planes up and down the beach all day.
Pensacola's kind of awesome, I will say.
If you don't have to live there, yes.
Yeah, Pensacola was fun. If you don't have to live there, it's a really raunchy party town to me. Anyway, yeah. So me and a few sailors that were in my class decided to get a hotel room out in town for the weekend, just to go to the bars and hang out and see what's up. So we ended up getting a hotel room. We go out to the bar. Obviously, we get pretty tore up. Sailors can drink. They say Marines can drink, but sailors can really put some back. So at some point in the night, I have this deal where I'm a functioning blackout drunk. So I'll just be blackout for hours, just on autopilot. So I guess we get back to the hotel, and I'm not ready to call it a night yet. So I walk back to the bar I guess the last bar that we came from, and the next thing I remember is waking up in a used car lot in a minivan.
in the minivan.
In the minivan.
I was in the passenger seat of a minivan in a used car lot. So I guess at some point I got tired of walking and decided to figure out a warmer place to sleep. And I got woke up by the car salesman trying to show this family of four this minivan.
What time was it?
Probably 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
If you're in the Marine Corps, that has to be jarring that you even slept in until 9:30.
So you never made it back to the bar that you were intending to walk back to?
No, I think I made it back to the bar, but then I was walking back to the hotel for the second time.
Just so you know, they didn't sell that minivan to that family. But that is
I would hope not. I wouldn't think they would.
So
I may have even peed a little bit.
Oh, damn! I
So
hope
was everyone still passed out when you go back to the hotel room?
Yeah, everybody was still passed out. Yeah, and they were like, "Well, where were you?" And I was like, "Man, you guys don't even want to know."
What did this salesman say after you woke up? Was he like, "I'm calling the cops"? Was he just like, "Just get out of here"?
No, they were chill. Like I think I got out of the van and I apologized and I just started walking just in the direction of the hotel.
You know what?
A brisk walk.
It helped that you're in Florida, and in Pensacola in particular. You said you're an air traffic control school. So what are some things we don't know? Like, how many hours is one shift? How many breaks do you get? And on average, like, how many planes are you seeing on a radar screen?
So for the school, you don't actually control any air traffic, but the school it's one of the hardest schools in the military. The attrition rate for that school is like 60 to 75%. So more than half of the people that I started with did not make it through, just because it's so long. There's so much book work to it. But I did make it through. I made it to, actually got stationed in Arizona at what was it? Just a Marine Corps air station in Arizona, and it's the only military and international airport.
Oh wow!
So
okay, so you can work commercially if you want.
I wouldn't, but I could. Honestly, like what happened to me a couple years into the fleet, a couple years into doing that, I was 20 years old and I showed up late to work one day, and I told them that I had a little bit too much to drink that night, and they were like, "Nah, you can't do that." So they popped me with underage drinking, and I had to switch jobs completely because you can't have any alcohol related incidents in that field.
I'm glad that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good thing.
How long does it take if you wanted to do the process now and be a commercial, air traffic controller? How many years?
I'm not even sure, honestly.
I thought it was like 5 or 6 years of being like an apprentice.
I think my question is, and honestly, at least from your point of view, I know you can't speak for everyone, but what is your motivation to do that job? It's one thing to say you do it, and to everyone else, it sounds cool. But as I've gotten older and you understand the reality of everything that's going on there, just the number of planes and how potentially dangerous it could all be, like, that's the last job on earth I would want.
I mean, the money obviously is probably the number one motivator for a lot of people. Like, nobody really wants the most stressful job in the country unless they're going to get paid for it. So I could see people wanting to get paid for it, but at one point in time, it was the highest suicide rate of any profession.
Wow.
in the country.
Jesus God, man. Okay. Yeah. That's a sales pitch right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, money must be legit.
Either you or someone else, what odd decision was made under the influence? 206-803-ROCK.
I mean, right? That's not very...
If you put that in the brochure. But we pay well. So you'll get paid as long as you can last. Hello, Roy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. What's going on, guys?
Hola.
Hey, so this took place back in Glendale, Arizona, which is where I'm from, and about 20 years ago. And me and my buddies were out in my other friend's backyard, and we were drinking, and we were listening to a particular band called Exciter, which is this amazing speed metal band out of Canada. And we were getting drunk. The music was going. I was getting super into the whole feeling of speed metal and drinking and everything like that. And I was like, man, I got the most metal idea ever. I'm going to break this beer bottle, and I'm going to carve an upside down pentagram into my chest.
Oh, God.
That is about as metal of an idea as an idea can be.
It's fair to say it's metal.
That is metal.
Yeah. So I went ahead and did that, and then passed out eventually, and I woke up, and my chest hurt. And instead of the awesome metal upside down pentagram, I wound up carving a historically accurate Roman numeral 9 into my chest.
Okay.
How did you get from a of pentagram to Roman numeral 9, IX?
Well, when you're listening to Canadian speed metal and you're mixing Schlitz and Miller High Life, these things get a little wonky.
Yeah, I guess they do.
And the desert heat got to you a little bit. So,
do you still have the scar of the Roman numeral 9 there?
Yeah, I can send you guys a picture if you want.
How big is it?
A lot bigger than it should be.
Well, then they used to do this brandy crap. It sounds horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I stepped out of that. I was like, look, guys. I mean, and I was messed up too, but everybody was messed up. And my 2 buddies did it. And was it coat hanger?
Yep.
Basically just wipe your shoulder down with alcohol. And it was basically beer or whatever we were drinking. It wasn't like we had antiseptic or any of that crap. And you stick that thing on a candle, man, and you heat it up until it turns red, and then and you smell it, you see it, and then there's a pull with the skin. It's like.
Were you in high school or college?
College.
Everybody I know that has branding did it in, unless you're in a black fraternity, but most of them, like my cousins, they all got it in high school. Football.
The Q Dogs, man, they're brand.
That's a real brand.
Fraternities, they had brand.
No, that is a serious brand.
When you saw the scarring on that, I mean, it was like somewhere like a ½ inch up above, your actual skin layer.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a half a garden hose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody put on your arm, man.
Those guys, I'm like, hey, man, you knock yourself out. Can't you just get a tat?
Right.
Something like that.
It's funny. I have a cousin that has like a shape of stuff they branded in high school football, but he refuses to get a tattoo now. Really? I'm like, you
got branded.
And he's like, yeah, and I feel like an idiot. I should have never done it.
Well, I mean, look, you're in high school, you're in college. Maybe you regret it, maybe you don't, but that's the age to discover regret, I think.
Here's a good one. Let my roommates.
And there's Miles will attest, sorry, but there's also a giant fear of suckiness, especially when people, before summer camp starts, it's like, I don't know why, you got to get together like a couple nights beforehand and hype each other up because you know it's going to be awful for a month.
Right.
Yep. Let my roommate talk me into doing a dine and dash with him at Chili's. Really wish I hadn't done that. Were you drunk when you dined and dashed?
Fifth.
So, yes.
Fifth and fifth. Okay.
Fifth.
Has anyone ever done it sober? I think I've tried it twice. One time we got caught, but we were not sober when we did it. Another time I think we got away. No, we got away. But again, I was not sober when I made it.
Wasn't it only like 2 blocks from your house?
It was close to where I lived.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like the Circle K. You couldn't go back.
I'll tell you what. I felt like the biggest horse's ass having to walk in there and pay that bill.
Oh, yeah.
But I gave it about a month or 2, and then I started going back in.
And they didn't mind.
No, I don't know if they didn't remember. They didn't care. It was too good, and it was too convenient. It was a 24-hour diner.
And it was a really good diner.
Yeah,
you know what? I think in the end they didn't care. Because, look, you made a jackass move. And let's be honest, Ted. That particular diner in that particular part of town, that ain't the first time it happened. The difference is you came back and did pay your debt.
Because even when I said to the guy, like, I'm really sorry, and then he was just kind of like, yeah, all right.
Sure.
What did you give him, like your library card or something?
I gave him my lids. Remember the hat shop lid?
Right. Yeah. Instead of a credit card.
Left the lids card. And then went out there. Again, the problem is the parking lot is a U. So we had to make it all the way around.
So you didn't think right when you parked?
No.
So it was a last-minute decision to do that?
It was.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, I will say, and the 2 times we attempted it, it's a game time decision. We did not go in saying, let's not pay. It was, you're sitting down, you're still kind of drunk, and it's like, ooh, I have a funny idea. And then you make the decision.
And my brother had this famous story. So, look, it's our fault. But that was part of it. He had always told the story. So once we sat down and kind of decided we were going to do it, then we lived it up, right? We were getting cups of chili and chicken wings and sandwiches and extra sides. We did it proper.
Okay.
And you give him a lids card. I love that.
The lids card, yeah. Lids never came after me.
I know. I was going to say, did you feel bad giving up your lids card? Because you probably had points on there.
I don't even remember. We just thought we were, God, Mike, don't look at me when I say this. We thought we were so slick. Like, we'll just leave a card. Fuddle around with it. They'll never notice. Narrator's voice. They noticed. They noticed a lot.
Yeah. I was camping near a river and needed to pee, stumbled through the darkness into what I thought was a clump of bushes, fell right into a river. Luckily, it wasn't deep, but it was freezing cold and destroyed my phone in my pocket. Couple more. Order stuff online. Don't remember ordering 50 bags of beef jerky, but I ate it all and enjoyed it eventually.
It was a thing go to waste.
50 bags of beef
I've
jerky.
never done it with Amazon. I have maybe ordered food from like a 24-hour fast food establishment and definitely woke up the next morning and my neighbors had left it in front of my door. So it's like, oh, that must have got sat out overnight.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Do you remember ordering it?
Yeah.
But I think that's safer than putting like a pizza in your oven and passing out.
Yes.
I mean, you're going to burn your house down.
Well, and it just, again, was embarrassing to have to knock my neighbors like, thanks for bringing my food down. I obviously passed out, so I can get it.
Yeah.
I'm an adult over here.
Once got blackout drunk, woke up in another state over 2 hours away with no shoes and no car on a strange woman's couch with her looking at me asking who I was.
Oh.
I told her I was going to ask her the same question. She made me breakfast, and we talked it out.
Oh,
all right.
Very nice.
What band did you almost take off with?
Operator.
Operator. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
That's Spokane?
They were going to Spokane. I was in the tour bus. They were like, don't worry, we'll get you out of work. And I said, all right. And then, yeah, we were going to stop by my place to grab something. Now, at this point, the tour bus is just driving around Capitol Hill. I was like, oh, let me out.
All right.
Yeah. Texted every girl on my phone, hey, baby, you up? Woke up to half the girls being weirded out. A quarter didn't respond. Few were flattered. Could have gone worse, but definitely the worst thing that I've done with my phone drunk. Told a girl she was my soulmate. I didn't remember it to the next day, but she sure did.
Uh-oh.
Forever. Couple more. Threw a drunk friend in a cab back to our hotel. He ended up in the lobby throwing a chair through the lobby window.
Oh.
He tried to choke the old man at the hotel and tried to steal a car. We were all in the Navy. Couple more.
Jesus.
Never done anything that bad. New Year's party with a date. I was already in throw-up mode before midnight. She went in for that New Year's kiss. I was having the spins and feeling dizzy and sweating, and I threw up in her mouth.
Wow. Oh, God. I mean, walk outside.
Hey,
You got
but
more control than that.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't.
One of the greatest opportunities I missed, though, same thing.
What?
It was very close. This chick I was always aspiring after.
Start with an S.
Right. That was the closest I ever got. And like my was like, why did you run outside? I was like, I was going to puke. And
you made the right decision.
I did,
you
but
did.
I never got even close again.
Because she's like, hey, you had your shot. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Still bugs you, doesn't it?
It still does.
Cousin came home from a college party one night, walked into his roommate's bedroom, and peed into the fan that was pointing at his sleeping buddy.
Oh, that got everywhere.
And one more. I ate chili at lunch. Didn't even think about it. Went to the club later that night. I like to fart freely, so I blew one out on the floor. First time I'd ever asked my pants. I did go to the bar, grabbed one more shot, closed my tab, and walked out with crap in my pants.
I kind of respect that.
Yeah, just, give me one more.
Screw it, I'm already here in a mess.
Your guess is as good as mine. Cut up the categories: the most sinful cities in America and rich people. Plus, we got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, metal fans are left heartbroken when Satan admits that he doesn't care much for rock music. But first, the canned meat company Hormel was left reeling over the weekend. It seems they were targeted by online con artists farming private information.
Let me get this straight, Playboy. You're saying somebody scam spam.
It would appear so, Felix. Sad truth is that it happens to millions of people each and every year.
It never made sense to me how people get scammed. Like, are people just running around shouting out their social security numbers or something?
No, it's actually something much more sophisticated than that. They're able to coax the information out of people through various techniques.
Like what? Excuse me. Say, friend, I seem to have forgotten my social security number. Mind if I borrow yours?
Don't be ridiculous, Felix. They send someone some form of spam.
And then what?
Well, if it's believable enough, people feel compelled to give sensitive information.
I have never had spam good enough that I thought, hey, this spam sure is fantastic. Here's a copy of my driver's license.
It's not the spam that you eat, Felix.
And how did nobody at Hormel know it was spam?
As I said, if it's convincing enough, it can be very hard to tell.
But if anybody knows about spam, it's Hormel.
I don't think that you're understanding the situation.
And for that matter, if it's such an epidemic in society, why don't they just go to the source and shut down the ones making the spam?
I'm in a nightmare.
Spam was the reason I lost $250,000.
Someone sent you spam and you ended up losing $250,000, Bonnie?
Oh my, yes. They sent an email asking for my credit card number.
Oh, tell me you didn't.
I sure did. I bought 65,000 cans.
Hang on.
You bought 65,000 cans of spam.
Yep.
I'm legitimately terrified to ask, but why did you buy $250,000 worth of spam?
I make sculptures.
Spam. Sculptures.
Spam sculptures of what?
Oh, all kinds of celebrities. I've already made James Spamron, Spam Greer, the Addams Family.
We've gone off the rails.
Hey, Bonnie, how much for a Spamela Anderson?
We'll be back next hour.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, scandal erupts when it's revealed that Eugene Levy's eyebrows are just two halves of John Oates' mustache. But first, a man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin got the surprise of a lifetime when he discovered that both hands...
You look great.
What?
Sorry, man. Sorry. I was just saying that you look great today, man.
Okay. Thank you. A man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin got...
I like your cologne.
Again, thank you, Felix.
Yeah, sorry, Playboy. You have a beautiful wife.
Okay, what's with you yelling compliments?
You are a consummate professional. Oh, you mean that?
Yes, that. Why are you screaming compliments?
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice, man.
You screaming compliments. Yes, I noticed, Felix. Because you keep screaming compliments.
Yeah, look, man, it's a side effect of my medication, Playboy.
Your medication? What medication are you taking?
You're the best in the biz.
Felix!
Sorry, man, sorry. I'm taking medication for that thing.
That thing? What thing?
Remember, man, I told you last week about that thing?
No, not the what thing. That what? Wait a minute. Oh, that thing?
Yeah, man, that thing.
Did that thing get worse?
It started to spread, man. Then I woke up with a thing on my thing.
Do you think the thing on your thing is related to that thing?
Your wife makes the best brownies. Yeah, the doctor said the thing on my thing is the most likely result of that thing.
And so they prescribed you medication that makes you shout compliments.
They gave me medication for the thing on my thing. But the side effect is polite Tourette's.
Polite Tourette's.
You are very well organized. Yeah, man, polite Tourette's.
So, you uncontrollably blurt out nice things about people. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, man, that's what polite Tourette's makes you do. Your nose hairs are distracting.
That didn't sound very polite.
Oh, that wasn't the medication talking, Playboy. That was just an observation.
How long do you have to take this medication?
Until the thing on my thing goes away.
Are we talking days, weeks?
You have well moisturized skin.
Again, thank you, Felix. But this medication you're on, how long will this side effect of polite Tourette's be a part of your...
You have great taste in shoes.
Felix!
Yeah, sorry, Playboy. I'm hoping the polite Tourette's goes away in a few days, man. The polite Tourette's and all the other side effects.
The other side effects? How many side effects are there?
I mean, it's like any prescription drug, man. There's a bunch of them. But, you know, Thingamacil.
Thingamacil? What is Thingamacil?
Thingamacil is the medication I'm on for the thing on my thing.
Bonnie, can we pull up side effects of Thingamacil, please?
On it.
I like your cologne.
You told me that already.
Well, I really like it, man, and the polite Tourette's is why I keep bringing it up.
Okay, I found the side effects of Thingamacil. Putting it on the screen.
Ah, there it is. Polite Tourette's.
You are well respected.
Let's see. Headache.
Yeah, my head is throbbing, Playboy.
Facial tremors.
Yeah.
Heartburn. Nausea.
My chest is on fire and I might throw up.
Night terrors.
I can't sleep, man. The scary stuff. It's like Dolores and HR is staring at me from the ceiling.
Anal leakage.
No comment.
Mild racism?
Yeah, you know, like Roseanne Barr and Ambien, man. You pop one of these pills, and the next thing you know, you notice how people are always complaining that is the reason they can't, instead of just like the rest of us.
My God, Felix, that was horrible. I can't believe you just said that.
That was the medication talk, man. I would never say that about people.
Okay, I'm getting uncomfortable. Maybe we should just go to break before you say something that's gonna get us both fired.
Yeah, sorry, Playboy. The anal leakage is pretty bad too, man.
On that note, we'll be back next hour where I'll tell you about the man from Washougal, Wisconsin who,
You are a true hero.
Okay. We're back next hour.
And to all the people.
Felix!
KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Grab it to check out the show there on YouTube, KISW Rock, or KSW Rock, right?
Yeah, KISW
Rock. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, and also smash the like burger, as we like to say. Give us a thumbs up there. Comments coming in, Ted. Most of the people are saying the same thing, that Steve and I are the weird ones in the room
And Mike.
for not wearing a T-shirts.
Yeah.
Underneath our sweatshirts.
I did not realize that was such a thing. To me, I'm like, do you want to wear a shirt? Do you want to wear the hoodie? I'm feeling the hoodie, and I put on the hood. I never, ever gave it another thought.
People are saying the same thing. Yeah, you got to wash that thing. You can wear it 3 or 4 times if you wear a T-shirt. I will hang this thing back up and wear it again without washing it.
I mean, I'm going to wash mine,
That's just
but
me.
like, I already do laundry. What's the big deal? You know, I don't throw my socks in
To me,
there.
it's just like hoodies are different than shirts or underwear. You don't have to wash them every time. You wear them, whatever.
You don't, unless you wear them like I do.
But if you're wearing them like you do, and to me, I don't know. I just would feel weird not doing it. Like I said, I've done it. I've done it just to like run out and get a coffee and go back. And the whole time I'm out getting that coffee, I don't feel right.
Man, I've had a shirt on. I had to run out and throw a hoodie on over top. I did not like that. Same general thing, like, I got to step out of the house for a minute, do something. I'm like, I don't.
If you're running out real quick, do you put underwear on?
Yes.
I don't.
Depends. If I have like sweatpants on, then yes. Otherwise, it's a full frontal package there, But
I mean, if
actually, always, yeah. I'm telling you, I zip my junk up once in my jeans. That is not an experience I want to do
I mean,
again.
I have some of the shorts that have like the little cage in them, so those are fine. But I got to be going to like go for a walk or doing something athletic.
I will tell you one thing: I do not wear sweatpants on airplanes. I know a lot of guys do. People want to dress comfortably. But I find if I fall asleep, you still wake up with the erection. And depending, if you wake up when they're doing final descent, like, it's there. And at some point, I have to stand up to get my baggage from the overhead. And I've had that twice where it's like, you don't make eye contact with people, but I'm like, first of all, I am tall. So when I stand up to grab my bags, I'm like, I know people know that I have an erection.
There's also different levels of that as far as just,
I mean, if I got a little chubby, that's one thing.
Right,
But I mean,
man,
if
when you're on a
full,
plane, for some reason, man, it's like you could hang a wool coat on that.
It's like lack of air pressure or something.
It's a different level.
That's why the Mile High Club exists, because the best it's ever going to look. It's going to be at its biggest and girthiest on a plane.
All right, do we have time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com?
You've got mail.
Had a couple from our question, either you or someone else. What odd decision was made under the influence, guys? After a heavy night of drinking, I woke up the next day and checked my email. Saw that I had purchased 5 concert tickets for $800. I also did buy the ticket cancellation insurance, too, so almost spent $1,000. Didn't even know it. Question to me is, did you go to the show?
What is the show that you spent the money
And did you go? A friend of mine got hammered at the bar, ordered an Uber home, and fell asleep on the car ride. Woke up on his parents' couch. They live 3 hours away from his apartment and 2 hours from the bar that we were at.
Jesus, man.
That could not have been a cheap Uber ride.
Nope.
No.
Well, it depends where you live. If you don't live here, it's not so bad. It's
you
terrible
sure you want
here.
me to take you there? Sure.
I got the
What
money.
address did you put in? My brother went camping one year with some friends. They decided to light his leg on fire after drinking.
Jesus.
That sounds fun.
Well, we lit my leg on fire. Well, that was an accident, wasn't it? Or did I really light my leg?
No, we light your shoe on fire.
That's what it was.
Because you were burning off like a little spare thread or something. But then, like the polyurethane or whatever in the shoe, it did that weird kind of low blue flame. But we were staring at we were really high. But we're both staring at this. And the thing that snapped us out of it was my phone rings or at my place, and the person who was calling was Hair Club to offer us the job here in Seattle.
Meanwhile, I'm patting out my leg because it was on fire.
He's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
I don't
Miles
know
in
if
the
it was
background.
I don't know if it's a lotion I put on my legs. I don't know what that. I don't know, an aloe vera. I don't
We
know
told
what
him
the
that
hell.
after the fact.
Why is that just so stereotypically you guys?
That's literally what we were doing.
Seriously, it snapped us out of it because I was like, dude.
He hired us in Seattle, but at that moment we were stoned and Miles was on fire.
It was so slow motion too. It was like, hey man, hey man, check this out. I think my whole leg's on fire.
And we're both just like,
wow, that's pretty cool.
That's sad but true.
Yeah, guys, I blacked
Born
out.
role model, Mike.
Blacked out at UW and woke up in the back of a Scooby-Doo mystery machine, like 3 blocks from my house. I've seen that thing.
Yeah, I have.
It's
too.
been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's still around or not, but yeah. Okay, let's see here. If we had birthdays, they would be brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
But
No birthdays today.
No.
That is amazing. So my daughter's birthday was last Thursday.
Oh, it's my buddy Sabrina's birthday.
Happy birthday, Sabrina.
Yeah.
But the one thing we wanted to do for her is she's a big ass like Comic-Con fan, right? So we've been going to Emerald City Comic-Con. Every freaking year it comes around. It's fine. I was going to take her to San Diego Comic-Con this year. I don't know if you know what it takes to get to San Diego Comic-Con. I thought, all right, we'll just go online. We'll buy the tickets. Oh, no. It's not that easy. If you have been there before, then there's like a special queue for you or something like that, right? Because you've been there before. Well, I've never been there before. So we had to get into the peasants line, so to speak. So it's Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. You have to open up your computer just to see if you get thrown into the lottery for the opportunity to spend your money to buy tickets. At 11:10 a.m., we found out that, yes, we can, in fact, buy 2 tickets. Tickets actually aren't that expensive, but it was almost 4 hours of having to wait just to see
the drama.
if we could buy them. Now, when I say we, I mean specifically my wife. She just sat there in the living room looking grumpy the whole time. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But we did get the tickets. So we told our daughter Saturday afternoon, said, hey, babe, come here, read that computer screen. I cannot explain how excited and happy this girl was.
Awesome.
To go to San Diego, and keep in mind, it's Thursday through Sunday. By the time, so my wife's sitting there, she's like, Saturday sold out. I'm like, all right. Friday sold out. I'm like, oh, Christ, man, can we at least get a day? So we did get Thursday.
Oh, nice.
We will be there Thursday. She is over the moon excited, and I alone get to spend it with her.
That is the Comic-Con.
It is the one. She knows that, and so that was her big birthday gift. And oddly enough, it was fairly cheap if you're willing to wait 4 hours.
I would just like going to San Diego regardless of the Comic-Con.
Well, oddly enough, it turns out my wife and son are like, well, we will accompany you to San Diego.
That's a trip for the whole fam.
Sure.
Oh, it is. It is.
Let's get a contestant online now for your guess is as good as mine, 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, a couple extra emails. Subject hoodie.
All right.
For years, I've been getting asked from friends, coworkers, and bartenders for wearing zip hoodies without a shirt under it. I'm always getting the, where's your shirt? It's a damn shirt, I tell them. I don't understand why a shirt with buttons is socially acceptable, but if it has a zipper, everyone loses their goddamn mind.
Yeah.
He does have a point.
Is it just the material? Is
Do
that what
shirts have helm or I mean, what's a hoodie? A hood.
I have shirts that got the hood. We were talking about that earlier. I got the thin shirts.
All right.
They are T-shirt material. They are long sleeve. They're great if you do like the open button-up kind of thing. And it's that little extra layer. And it does, in fact, have a hood. And if it's raining out, that hood gets popped, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cutwater. We were talking about Cutwater last week. Guys, love the show. Been listening since the day you started when I was in junior high school. Me and my wife were just laughing about this. We did not realize they are called Cutwaters because you were supposed to cut them with water.
Yeah, we didn't know that either.
Obviously, I'm like a lot of you gentlemen and will continue to drink them as is, but the concept is to cut them with water. That is why they're so strong. Have a good one, guys. That from Alex. You know what? They do sell them in a couple bars that I'm at, or at least they have the coasters, so I'm assuming they have them there. But I wonder if the bartender actually cuts those with water.
They don't.
I think
they're not like
they
he
might
said,
ask you, but
you can. But there, nothing on the Cutwater's actual website says, hey, you're supposed to be cutting this with water.
Right.
Some of them are just crazy strong. I personally just struggle. There's a couple, but most of the canned cocktails, I just don't like the flavors of them.
I agree.
Some of them are okay.
Do you remember the mixed cocktails that they were making at the beginning of COVID? So you basically could go, since the bars were closed and everything else.
Yeah.
They would just have like Manhattans in a glass bottle.
God, yeah.
Do you remember those, or like a Jack and Coke or whatever the deal was? Those things would absolutely F me up. I mean, I would get told, like, I don't know how much alcohol was in those things.
I think
would
the
get
point
sick.
was, like,
I would throw up.
You're stuck at home, get hammered.
There was an Asian place I used to walk to, and they'd give you just a little pouch. And it had a cocktail in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place we had offered,
great.
it was snow cones. It was alcoholic snow cones. They just did it at a pickup window. Because it was COVID, you still had to, like, wait in your car in this line. But, like, the word ran around like wildfire. Like, all these phones are blowing up like, hey, man, they got, like, vodka-infused snow cones and so-and-so. First thing we did was hop in the car and go. Yes, that is exactly right.
Like in Fremont,
that was huge.
Hell, I lived in Capitol Hill. We went up there to get some. Yeah.
In Fremont, you could walk around. You could go get takeout food.
Yeah.
But they would also order or offer you takeout drinks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with a lid on it and a straw. And I'm just walking around. Not that I couldn't do this if I was trying to be sneaky, but it was just the weirdest thing in the world just to walk down the street.
It was great.
Sipping on a cocktail. I mean, one of the better points of COVID, obviously. There's not a lot of highlights there.
Sure.
But that was actually pretty cool. You're walking around like sucking on a Jack and Coke, walking down the street.
I did like that, man.
I'm like, this is all right.
I tried to be good about going to my local places I like to try to buy food and stuff to keep them going. But there was a few of them. I'm not going to say where. They were just blatantly like, do you want to come in and drink a beer and a shot? And I was like, at the bar? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I would love to.
Keep the lights out. I had one of the do not turn on the lights.
But it was I can't explain to you how much fun it'd be like, how can be at a bar?
I know.
Time for Low Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. You pick from one of two categories and try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Steve, who is our contestant? Ready to play Your Guess is as good as mine.
Hello, Brock. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Brock, welcome to the program. And your guess is as good as mine. All right, Brock, hot off the press today, we get the list of the most sinful cities in America. Now, they are based on 7 sinful behaviors: anger and hatred, jealousy, excess and vices, which includes drinking, drugs, and gambling, greed, lust, vanity, and laziness. So we have the top 10. Also, violent crimes are included in this as well. I guess that's the anger or the hatred.
I would think.
Or maybe the greed. Who knows? But either way, they're on there as well. As far as violent crimes, there is a 5-way tie for the most dangerous cities that have violent crimes per capita. Tied for first are all Oakland, California, Memphis, Tennessee.
I'd say Memphis has to be there.
Detroit, Michigan. Little Rock, Arkansas.
You ever been to Little Rock?
I have not.
Okay, if you went there, you'd be like, I get why you're angry.
And Cleveland, Ohio.
You know why they call it Little Rock?
What?
Because of crack cocaine.
There's a 5-way tie for thefts per capita as well. It's where your stuff gets gripped. Oakland, California, tied for number 1, along with Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Burlington, Vermont.
Burlington?
And Tacoma, Washington.
All right, Tacoma, living up to the
All
rest.
right, so Brock, we got the 10.
Should we describe Tacoma as the Burlington, Vermont of Washington State?
It really is a lot like.
I mean, in that case, you go, hey man, it is just
Lake
like Burlington,
Champlain, or maybe cheap champagne. And then next we have the 10 states with the highest top 5% income. So the average household income for this elite demographic exceeds $637,000 a year. Top 5%. All right. In fact, 5 states in total claim an average of more than $600,000 for the top 5% households. So, Brock, do you want to go the states with the highest top percent income, or do you want to go with the most sinful cities in America?
I'm going to go with the sin because I'm kind of sinful. So let's go with that.
Okay. All right.
This is kind of sinful.
Kindful.
Kind of sinful.
Brock, remember, this is based on anger and hatred as well. So
that could be anywhere these days.
Well, think about some sports cities that have a worse reputation than others.
All right.
That fits in some of it. Jealousy, vices, which includes gambling, drug use, alcohol, greed, lust, vanity, and laziness. So that's basically how they got this template down. All right, so Brock, what do you think is one of the most sinful cities in America?
Well, I have to go with Vegas to start, right?
Vegas is number 1. Their sin index is 62%.
Wouldn't that just be the Syndex?
The Syndex.
The thing is, if you go to Vegas, if you hang out with people that live there, they don't have the vices that everyone that visits there.
Their greed rank is number 1. Their excess and vices rank is at 67, which is high. And anger and hatred, believe it or not, is unusually high in Vegas as well. All right, Brock, 1 for 1.
Oh, shoot, because then I want to go. So anger and like the greed, or shoot, now I'm having a tough time.
Well, I would think somewhere like I'm just guessing. I am not privy to the list, but like Oakland, not to keep throwing it under the bus. Maybe Boston, based on the sports fans and all that.
Maybe Philly, based on anger.
Yeah, Philly.
So I'm going to throw one out to you guys. Baltimore.
Very possible.
Not on the list.
What?
Well,
Baltimore's come a long time in the last 2 years,
Yeah.
dude. It is
Baltimore
good
is
for them.
I'm almost disappointed.
Baltimore is number 19 on the list.
What happened to the city I grew up in?
I'll tell you what, Brock. I'll do you a solid. If you can get 10 out of the top 20, I'll give it to you.
All right.
How's that?
Okay.
So I'll take that strike away.
All right. So how about Philadelphia?
Philadelphia is number 4.
All right.
Yeah. Oakland.
I didn't hear you.
Oakland,
California. Oh, hold on. Let me look real quick here. Okay. No.
Really?
Not on the list.
Wow.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
You know what they say in Oakland? Turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
So I can hit you there, too.
Hit both sides of your face.
Right.
How about down south, New Orleans?
New Orleans is number 10. Okay, you've got 4 out of the 10 correct with Baltimore, New Orleans, Philadelphia, and Las Vegas.
And this is sin, right?
Sin. So think of places that have, oh, geez, a whiz.
I would think Miami.
A number
maybe?
of strip clubs, nightlife. Those things
I was going to
exist.
go Miami. I was going to go Miami. I'm going with Bill on that.
Miami is on the list of number 7. Believe it or not, their anger and hatred rank is through the roof.
I would think jealousy.
So is excesses and vices, probably just dealing with cocaine.
That was why I picked Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You said New Orleans already. All right, so what do you think, Ted? Like Dallas?
Only because
Nashville?
Miles mentioned strip clubs?
Yeah.
So that kind of made me think of Dallas or Atlanta.
Miles, can you give me, like, states, perhaps, maybe?
I think Ted just gave you really good clues there.
Yeah, try Dallas or Atlanta.
All right, I'm going Dallas then.
Dallas, number 8. All right. What is Dallas bad at? Excess and vices, and greed.
Yep.
And laziness.
That's just the Texas.
Yeah. We'll see tonight on Monday Night Football. All right, Brock, what do you got next?
I'm going to go with Ted on this one. I'll go Atlanta, too.
Number 5.
Atlanta.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6. You got 7 out of the 10. You've only got 1 strike against so far, Brock.
All right. And then I want to say local. I'm not going to say Portland, but they should be one of them. But let's go. Ah, shoot.
Maybe New York City.
I was going to go New York City. Actually, yes, New York City.
New York City, I'll give it to you. It's number 17.
I mean, competitive if nothing else, right?
Okay.
You got to be.
All right, Brock. So you've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You only need 2 more. You got 1 strike.
Ooh. Ted, you agree Boston?
They are angry.
I'm thinking more of the anger tip, not so much success.
I
But
about the anger. So then deep south a little bit, too, man.
One is as deep south as you can get other than Miami.
Is it considered south?
It is not technically considered south. I mean, people from this area just consider it that area. They're their own world.
Houston, maybe?
Oklahoma City.
Houston. Massive city. It's southern, but to me, it's not in the south. It's in Texas.
All right, you're right. I'll go with Houston.
Number 2.
Oh.
Number 2.
It's number 2.
Yeah, excesses and vices are huge, and laziness.
Well, yeah,
I can
everybody's
attest
drinking
to
lean.
that. You need barbecue.
I mean, it's massive. Yeah, you eat barbecue and drink lean. Try to be productive.
Okay, Brock, 2 more that are on the list in the top 10 are West Coast cities, for the most part. One is actually in a different time zone.
Hawaii?
Nah, West Coast. Continental.
Oh, sorry. I know, sorry.
It's a different time zone. That could be Phoenix, because I'm saying Arizona's the holdout
Or
on that.
Scottsdale.
Oh. Scottsdale's a good one, but I'm going to go Phoenix on this one.
Phoenix, number 9, you got 10. Very good, Brock. There you go.
Nice.
You win. On your guess is as good as mine.
What else do we have on that?
Somebody said what? Number 3 and number 6?
Number 3 is Los Angeles, California. So the top 10, Vegas 1, Houston 2, LA is number 3. We've got Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 4, 5 Atlanta, 6 Denver, Colorado.
Really?
Yes.
Denver.
Smoke more weed. Chill out, man.
Laziness rank and excesses and vices rank.
Okay.
Aren't they always like super healthy list?
I think it has to
They
do more
are.
with excess and vice.
Yeah.
All right, so they're healthy, but they smoke a ton of weed.
And do mushrooms. Miami 7, 8 is Dallas, Phoenix is 9, New Orleans is 10. Some of the other states that actually appear on the list. Let's see here. Come on, where are you, buddy? Where the hell did I put that? Oh, right here. Okay, so Shreveport, Louisiana. These are some of the smaller towns.
Right, that's
Baton
horrible.
Rouge is number 11.
Yeah.
Orlando's on the list. Baltimore, we said that. New York. Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Denver, Memphis, and the closest one to us, that would be Portland. They come in at number 24.
Well, there you go, Brock. Portland was, in fact, on the list.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and tell us with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Making headlines, only 3% of parents with ugly children recognize that their children are in fact ugly. But first, we start today with the study out of MIT. According to the study there, they've determined the toughest tongue twister in the English language.
MIT is studying tongue twisters.
It would seem so, yes.
Yeah, no wonder it's such a tough school to get into. Come on, man.
Point taken, Felix. Nevertheless, MIT conducted a study and determined the toughest tongue twister in the English language.
She sells seashells on the seesaw.
No.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
No.
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
No.
He threw 3 free throws.
No, none of those, Felix. According to the folks at MIT, the toughest tongue twister in the English language is Pad Kid Poured Curled Pulled Cod.
Pad Kid poured curd pulled cod. Man, that's easy. Pad Kid poured curd pulled cod. Come on.
Pad Kid Poured Curd Pulled Cod. Yes, that does seem too easy to be the toughest tongue twister.
Yeah, man, what's that thing you say every day before we go on the air?
You mean my vocal warm-up?
Yeah, something about Betty.
Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter better. So she put a bit of better butter in her bitter batter, and it made it bitter batter better. So 'tis better Betty bought a bit of better butter.
See, man, that's a lot tougher than Pad Kid poured curd pulled cod.
Not according to MIT. Betty Butter might be tough, but not the toughest.
You ever hear about Betty Butter's baby brother Bobby?
What? Betty Butter is a tongue twister, Felix, not a real person.
Nah, man, Betty Butter had a baby brother Bobby.
Oh, here we go. Betty Butter had a baby brother?
Bobby, man. Betty Butter had a baby brother Bobby whose baby had a bigger belly than Bobby Butter.
Baby brother Bobby Butter's baby belly was bigger than baby brother Bobby Butter's belly?
That's what my Uncle Julius told me, man.
Your Uncle Julius knew a Betty Butter?
Yeah, man, it said that Betty Butter was always bitching about a bitter batter, but her baby brother Bobby's baby boy Benji, his belly was bigger than baby brother Bobby's belly.
I don't believe that.
What, the baby Butter's baby brother Bobby's baby had a bigger belly than baby brother Bobby?
No, Felix, I don't believe any of it. It's just a tongue twister, not a biographical account of a real person.
If you say so, Playboy.
I do. Anyway, once again, MIT has determined the toughest tongue twister.
Okay, I got one for you, man.
A tongue twister?
Yeah, man. I don't know if you can do it without cussing.
As a man who does not use profanity, I accept your challenge.
Palm tree, pine tree, country.
That's it? That's the whole tongue twister. That's very easy, Felix. A child could say that.
Can you say it without using a bad word?
Of course I can. Palm tree, pine tree, country. What? Palm tree, pine tree, country. What are you laughing at? Palm tree, pine tree, count. Oh, I see what you did there. This was a setup, Felix. You set me up.
I really did, man.
I apologize for my vulgar language, ladies and gentlemen. I am so very, very sorry. It was unintentional. We will be back next hour with celebrity birthdays.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, metal fans are left heartbroken when Satan admits that he doesn't care much for rock music. But first, the canned meat company Hormel was left reeling over the weekend. It seems they were targeted by online con artists farming private information.
Let me get this straight, Playboy. You're saying somebody scam spam?
It would appear so, Felix. Sad truth is that it happens to millions of people each and every year.
It never made sense to me how people get scammed. Like, are people just running around shouting out their social security numbers or something?
No, it's actually something much more sophisticated than that. They're able to coax the information out of people through various techniques.
Like what? Excuse me. Say, friend, I seem to have forgotten my social security number. Mind if I borrow yours?
Don't be ridiculous, Felix. They send someone some form of spam.
And then what?
Well, if it's believable enough, people feel compelled to give sensitive information.
I have never had spam good enough that I thought, hey, this spam sure is fantastic. Here's a copy of my driver's license.
It's not the spam that you eat, Felix.
And how did nobody at Hormel know it was spam?
As I said, if it's convincing enough, it can be very hard to tell.
But if anybody knows about spam, it's Hormel.
I don't think that you're understanding the situation.
And for that matter, if it's such an epidemic in society, why don't they just go to the source and shut down the ones making the spam?
I'm in a nightmare.
Spam was the reason I lost $250,000.
Someone sent you spam and you ended up losing $250,000, Bonnie?
Oh my, yes. They sent an email asking for my credit card number.
Oh, tell me you didn't.
I sure did. I bought 65,000 cans.
Hang on.
You bought 65,000 cans of spam.
Yep.
I'm legitimately terrified to ask, but why did you buy $250,000 worth of spam?
I make sculptures.
Spam. Sculptures.
Spam sculptures of what?
Oh, all kinds of celebrities. I've already made James Spamron, Spam Greer, the Addams Family.
We've gone off the rails.
Hey, Bonnie, how much for a Spamela Anderson?
We'll be back next hour.
KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, cut up here at 5:08. We'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. New numbers show that 83% of U.S. households are using... households are using artificial Christmas trees over real ones this year.
All right.
How high is it?
How high is it? What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said it was telling you how many people are.
83%.
83%. Yeah. 17% of people are actually going with the real tree or nothing at all.
I use an artificial one, for sure.
Yeah, we do have one. I prefer the real tree. However, it's kind of cost effective to have that artificial tree to pull out all the time.
It just doesn't make sense to me, that's all. If you like them, do it. But for me, I'm like, yeah. And I don't have to clean up pine needles.
Yeah, and sap all over your place.
As an adult, I say that.
That's right.
As a kid, I felt different.
Yeah, I just like them. I like to go get one.
I'm with you.
Especially now I have a place big enough. There's a good spot for it. So like, all right, I'll go get one.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, we don't need to demonize it either. Like, yes, it is just tinder boxes that we have standing there next to our chimneys.
How long does it take you to put it up?
The artificial?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Okay, all right. It just seems like it seemed like a half-day project when I was doing it.
I think they come a little bit longer.
They've definitely improved how they operate.
You know,
basically pull it out of a box, put 3 pieces together, fold down the branches, done.
Exactly. Well, and the mother-in-law's got one that we used last year, and we're going to use again this year, that actually it has all the lights already put on there.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. It's got little terminals on the bottom of every kind of section of the tree.
Yeah.
And as they plug in, it powers up through the tree there, too.
Yep.
It's wild.
House growing up had a pretty big foyer when you walked into it, as far as the height. And when you walked in, the stairs went up to the second floor. And my mom, we had a Christmas tree in like the family room area.
Okay.
This was all of the decorations that my brother, my sister, myself had made, family things, sentimental things, colored lights. Then my mom had like a 10-footer in the foyer that looked like something that you would see in Nordstrom.
Right.
Or like everything was color coordinated. It was bows.
My mother does
and
that.
balls.
One tacky tree, one traditional tree.
But the gifts go into the tacky tree.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. New reports have shown that McDonald's has lost a double-digit percentage of their low-income customer base.
Yeah.
And they've gained that same amount in the higher earners as far as their customer base
Right,
goes.
because you got less money to spend, right?
Exactly.
It all makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, it's not hard to like.
Right.
The math actually is mathing.
Yeah. They're blaming a bunch of stuff on it. It's like, okay, well, you're making the burgers more expensive.
Yeah, we can help. If they have questions, we can help explain it.
Exactly. You took it all off the bottom, not off the top. Good job. United Airlines is trying to dismiss a class action lawsuit concerning their windowless window seats.
I mean, I don't know that you need a class action lawsuit, but I get the anger like, I asked for a window seat. If it's not available, just tell me.
And that's kind of their point is they paid extra to have a window seat to make sure that they
charge
insure.
me for that. Yeah.
Also, when they put it right in the middle of your headrest,
Oh my
right?
God,
Is
dude.
it yours or is it the person? Because you want to look out the window, but it's kind of like half and half.
Yeah.
So if I want to open it up and see where we are, then I'm disturbing the person behind me.
I think it's just kind of agreed upon that one stays closed.
Okay. But
now,
that was,
I would
sometimes
love
that's
to
my
have it
only
open.
window.
No matter where I'm sitting, I would love to have it open. But
Yeah.
the thing is that I don't know if that person does. It's either
That's the thing, right?
it's either I'm shining a light right on them that's cooking them at the time when they're out, and they might not like that, or I am absolutely blinding them in their kind of dark little corner that they've got sitting there behind me. I would have it open.
I would too.
I
But
also
there's a
know-
very simple solution. If the seat doesn't have a window, don't charge them.
Right.
For what that's what people are angry about, is that you charge me extra. I mean, this is so easy to solve. And for
I
the
just want-
airline industry,
look,
is like, no, we won't. Like, guys, I mean, listen.
I just want the fuselage to lean into to be able to go to sleep.
You're going to nickel and
why I get
dime us. You nickel and dime us on everything.
Yes.
We accept that. But if I do pay more specifically for this thing, then provide it. And if you can't, this is so easy to solve. You're just unwilling to do it.
Right. Right.
Jesus Christ.
Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I give you guys a 90% success chance on this one. It's a C word, careful. And it is a noun. But the word's literal use is a pot in which metals or other substances are
Cauldron.
heated. Not a cauldron, no. But they're
Damn
heated to a
it.
very high temperature or melted. Now, it is more often, that's
Oh,
a
it's
K
scary,
word.
yeah.
It's more often encountered in a figurative use referring to a difficult test or challenge that forces people to change or make difficult decisions. A C word referring to a difficult test or challenge that forces people to change or make difficult decisions.
But not cauldron.
A conundrum.
Conundrum.
It's also a brewery.
Chuckaduck.
Good guess. Good guess.
Crucible is the word that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that it was actually what you said. Like
It is
an
a
oven or something.
melting pot is basically what it is. It's a
Did not
melting-
know that.
For metals and other substances. I did not know that either, that it's called a crucible. But
Well, damn.
there you go. New research has found that raw meat juices may be to blame for many UTIs. More so in women, oddly enough.
Oh,
Why
God.
do you have raw meat juice on the hoo-ha?
That's what I thought too.
You wearing like ham panties?
What you doing? Oh.
Like why?
I'd order that.
Head to KISW.com right now for Thrills Ham Panties. Available now in the Rock Shop. You can buy them for your Christmas,
I mean,
sweetheart.
Things can get anywhere. The fact that they bring it up though says that this happens with some alarming regularity.
Right.
Why do you have raw meat juice down there?
I just don't want to hear the term ham panties ever again.
Ham panties.
You like roast beef?
It's like a hot pocket. Ham panties.
Yum.
Yum.
You don't wear a T-shirt, but he wears,
Hooray! Ham patties.
don't wear a T-shirt underneath this hoodie, but he wears ham panties.
That's right.
Slapping that thing with ground beef. Like, why is it there?
It's not the ham that causes the infection, it's the honey glaze.
It's raw meat juices.
Yeah.
Damn.
And is that you've processed? Like, is there still raw meat juices that you're eating? Or,
I mean,
like
is
you
it that
said,
you prepared dinner and you went to the bathroom, maybe?
Right.
I would understand. But again, the fact that they bring it up says this happens enough that it's worth mentioning.
Just doing some disc jockey duties while you're handling raw meat. Like, what's going on here?
I mean, I get excited too, but
due to the redistribution and relocation of groundwater, we have successfully tilted the Earth itself about 31 inches since '93.
Yeah,
which is wild.
Since 93.
Since 1993. Because of all the groundwater that we have pulled out and it basically gets redistributed to the oceans, we've changed how the Earth holds its weight. Therefore, its axis has actually tilted about, 31 inches.
Yeah. China, too.
Yeah.
This is all the concrete. They produced more concrete in between 2011 and 2012. All right, so that's 1 year, than the U.S. did in the 20th century.
No kidding.
Right, because that big building boom they have going on, obviously you need concrete for a lot of these structures, and that is how much they produce. And believe it or not, the weight of that concentrated in one area gives you a little wobble.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
The China wobble.
Wild. And it's actually
China wobble.
It's actually causing the sea levels to rise.
Yeah.
Slight change over there.
If you cause and effect, man.
Right. Yeah. Good job. Last week, we talked about some verbal crutches that we need to let go of, and now it's time to tackle another area that needs some improvement.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So these here are the most overused email jargon.
Hey, Thrill.
See me in my office. Email technology services provider Zero Bounce reviewed 1 million business emails and found that workers everywhere reach for the same phrases again and again, which the analysis says could be due to using a safe phrase when you aren't sure what to say.
I think that's probably it.
And according to the ranking, these are the lines most likely to show up in an email. Number 10 on the list. It's the easiest one that you can bring up if you want to revisit a certain topic. We're gonna
circle back.
We're gonna circle back there, Ted. Out of all those emails, 0.05% of them use the term circle back. And I get it.
I mean, all you're gonna say revisit,
reconvene.
Part of the reason I think they just say circle back, and while it is just stupid corporate speak, we all know what it is.
Sure.
And you don't have to type anything else. Just like, let's circle back. Like, right, we know exactly what you mean.
And if it wasn't circle back, you'd be doing something else to say, hey, we need to get back to this. Real quick, I need to bring this back up.
Right.
Let's circle back.
It's not the number one priority, but we'll get back to it.
Correct. Anybody ever heard of e-meat?
E-meat.
E-meat.
M-E-E-T or M-E-A? Okay. I was like,
nothing juices.
We're back to this again.
Nothing juices in your panties.
That's
there.
V-meat.
And panties.
Oh, doggone it. That's got to be like, a
virtual
Microsoft
meeting.
Teams, Zoom, Google Meet. Yeah, it's an electronic meeting that the pandemic blew that up, and now unfortunately I can't get away from these doggone things.
I mean, everyone's in on it now. Although Miles had the best quote. Years ago, our boss, he Zoomed us about something. Miles and I are not what you call technically gifted. I don't know how we pulled this off, but every time we showed up, we were vertical, so we were sideways, but it went up and down.
Landscape as opposed to portrait, yeah.
No idea how the F we did that, but our boss is like, Jesus Christ, guys, can you guys not get the Zoom meeting right ever? And Miles just said, well, we don't need to because we're at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to see us, we're at the place that you think is so important that you're not here. So just let that, and we never heard it again.
Is there also like a boom of meetings that have to happen now that we can do it on Zoom anytime, anywhere?
Do people have more meetings now because of Zoom, or does it just seem that way because you have to go through a process?
Right. Am I getting more important? Is that what it is?
They would call a meeting, you just kind of walk down the hall, or they visit you at your desk, right?
Yeah.
And then with Zoom, I don't know that we have more meetings, but it's like you get an invitation to it.
Right.
And then you're told what time, and everybody counts down on their calendar.
Well, yeah, to be honest with you, we used to have this little Star Trek thing 25 years ago that sat in the middle of a conference room table, which is a phone, which is speakers.
Oh, yeah.
I almost paid more attention to a meeting when I'm just listening to what the person is saying.
Even though you're staring at a phone.
Instead of seeing them. Seriously.
It's like Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. I'm listening to whatever this corporate person is saying. More so than I am if I can see them.
Right.
I don't know why that is.
Because then I got to mute it and comment on their appearance.
0.06% of emails all had this same disingenuous phrase, hope all is well.
Hope this email finds you well.
Right.
You're
don't
not
care.
hoping. I mean, it's fine.
You're
It's
not
a
hoping
nice
for the
pleasantry.
opposite, but you work in sales.
Why
you
don't
need
we
something
respond,
from me.
Do you Do you hope this finds me well?
Right.
Yeah. I'm just titling it spam to see if anyone opens it.
And the thing is that I don't care about that phrase more than I care about people that get frustrated that I don't use that kind of speak in like, this is a work email. The only reason why you are reaching out to me is because you need something from me. Right. Don't hit me with the hope all is well. Screw that. You don't actually care.
My friends would say that.
Right.
You need something.
That is the equivalent of the lettuce on your burger, Steve. Why the hell's it there? Get it out.
I didn't ask for this.
No. I don't want this. You don't care. You don't care if I'm well. You care if I'm well enough to get done what it is that you want out of me.
Maybe they should say that. I hope this email finds you well enough.
And number 7 on the list is that exact same thing. Is hope this email finds you well. Hope you're doing well is at number 6. So there's 3 of them right there that all have the same vein.
Right.
That disingenuous crap.
And you don't need it.
Started with suck it.
Right.
Yeah. Hope this email finds you sucking it and a pair of hand panties. Now on to business.
Miles Montgomery, hope this email finds you well. Mike Hawk, suck it. Yeah, I can get that done.
Hey, look, sometimes I think there's something about good about being direct. So years ago, we're trying to get life insurance, okay? And the company decided they're going to offer life insurance. Just follow these prompts. And I did that. It was like 3 months and nothing happened. So finally, I got irritated. And I went to the same website or whatever that you put it in, and the subject said, I think my wife is trying to kill me. I swear to God, they reached out within 5 minutes and said, are you being serious? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's on her mind, but I want life insurance. And then I got it all done.
Nice.
We got 3 months of doing protocol. There's nothing. I think she's trying to kill me. Oh, my God. And I got it done. So, skip all the BS. Just get to the freaking point.
Correct.
Man.
Correct.
It's work, for Christ's sake.
0.15% of emails, 1,459 emails, all have the same thing, and I have seen this before. Thrill, I have this problem. Please advise.
Talk to someone else.
Are you a computer?
Right.
Is this the Star Trek Enterprise? Please advise.
Let me find Mr. Spock for you.
He's fast.
Do you have any help? Do you know anything about this?
Someone here says, per my last email. There's no way that's not on the list.
Not on the list here. They did give a few phrases. There we go. Per my last email. Yeah.
I've seen that.
God. Yeah, that's a handful there. To understand why these lines persist
I've
and
reached
learn
out to you before. You have not responded.
why so many of them grate on people's nerves. They asked business leaders which corporate phrases they'd most likely eliminate from the inbox. Per my last email was one of them. Quick question was another one. Let's circle back. And then bandwidth. Bandwidth is big.
What do they mean?
Do you have the bandwidth to be able to handle this?
Oh, my God.
It's insulting.
That is.
Yeah.
Probably. If you have to ask, the answer is no.
Aligned is number 4 on the list. 1,714 emails all use the phrase aligned.
Make sure our ideas are aligned.
I guess.
Is this aligned with our corporate strategy?
Correct.
I don't know because you don't tell us what to do.
That is not somebody
the
who...
bottom line to make money.
Yeah.
We making money.
Then it
aligns.
aligned, baby.
That is-
Boom.
The ones
Full profit company. Drop the mic. Why are you bagging me?
The ones that use aligned are not getting anything done. They're telling you what other people got done.
That is correct.
These things align with our corporate strategy. Okay, good job. The people who actually work got it done.
Nice.
Checking in. 4,286 emails. All said checking in. Check in.
Or it's got to be a check-in. Don't make it about something else. So you called for something else. So you're not checking in. Because things are not well. I'm having this conversation. That's not what I'm calling about. So no. This call started with, I'm calling to check in. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, things are not well.
It's bad.
I need some help. What about this? What? Hang on now. You can't get mad at me. I'm here for the check-in. We'll talk about that other thing. We can email about that.
We can circle back.
We can circle back to that or start a new email.
Put a pin in that one.
Yeah.
I got problem A needs to get solved before we get to problem B.
Correct.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this part. The agenda starts with 1, not 2.
Right.
Right behind check-in, following up.
Depending on the situation, that's okay.
5,755 emails all used. Just a little follow-up email.
Here's my only thing. If I have not responded to the initial email, you're not following up. Whatever you know.
Right.
If I respond to evidence, I understand the follow-up. But you can't follow up to something I didn't respond to.
Correct.
There's no follow-up.
And also, if you have to follow up on something that has already been solved, you shouldn't have been the one to ask any questions in the first place.
That is very true.
Following up, did this get done? Is the house on fire? No. Shut up.
I will say our old boss, he was very precise. And I remember I got one email that says, you're a D.
I know exactly what that was for.
But I understand that, right? There is no question about this. You were clear, you were concise.
You're a D.
It was only the subject. Like, there was no body through the email. Literally, I just said my name, subject, you're a D.
I think you had literally had a meeting that day saying, don't do this.
Yes, and then I did that. What? You're a D.
You're a D. Did it ruin the station? No, we're doing great.
But he got to the point, and I was respecting that.
You're a D. That was great. And then this is the most overused piece of email jargon. 0.61%, 6,117 emails all sent.
Reminder, do this mandatory training.
Oh, my God. Reaching out.
Oh, is that the number one?
Yeah, reaching out.
All right.
Touching me.
We should start doing that.
Touching you.
Start song lyrics.
Sometimes also, when you work in corporate America enough, you hear them. It's hard to not use them.
Right,
Yes.
because that's the world you're... Look, if you go to Mexico, maybe you try to speak some Spanish. I feel like that's kind of the same thing.
Yes.
Speak in this limited scope of language that they have.
Exactly.
So that they at least understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a number of times that you guys have told me to talk to people, and I've cleaned it up, and and things got done.
Yeah.
A trio of women in Louisiana are being sought out by police after they stole $1,000 worth of merchandise from a very specific store. Miles.
What was that store?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve a Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. But before we get to the shot of the day, I just want to share with TanFan321 here, said on YouTube, regarding the jargon that you use on emails. I like this. They said we should just start using, open every email with this, what's good in the hood. And then get into the body of the email. And then soften some blow up front, right? Hey, what's good in the hood? You're fired.
Didn't Miles try to get you to start an email with something that was mildly offensive?
It wasn't offensive to me.
It was not.
No. but reply all.
Right.
To the entire company.
What's good?
So,
My.
yeah. Well, when you add my, it makes it personal.
Yeah.
So I'm engaging everyone. Today we toast 5 unidentified men from somewhere in Rancho Del Mar, California. Now, a few weeks ago, they entered a U.S. bank branch in a strip mall. Now, the intent was to rob it, and the police called it an orchestrated robbery attempt, as there were, in fact, 5 of them, with at least one of them visibly armed. However, orchestrated is not the same as sophisticated, because you see, unbeknownst to our honorees, the U.S. bank branch that they attempted to rob is what they call a cashless bank. And if you don't know what that is, those are banks that they have bankers and tellers, but they handle accounts, transactions, other financial products, but they do not carry cash. They do not do deposits. They do not do withdrawals. Anyway, they managed to get away because no one really bothered to chase them. The cops are still looking for them. So they went in there, had a gun, demanded all the cash they have. They said, cool, you already got it. A little bit of silence, like, dude, we're a cashless bank, which, by the way, says so if you're there. I think the teller just kind of pointed, like, cashless. So they left. Yeah, cops are still looking for them now. Brilliant. If you're going to knock over a bank, wouldn't you at least take the time to make sure that they might have cash inside?
You might scout it out a little bit.
A little bit, that's all. All right, well, good luck to those fellas. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, it's going to contestant now in the line for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, metal fans are left heartbroken when Satan admits that he doesn't care much for rock music. But first, the canned meat company Hormel was left reeling over the weekend. It seems they were targeted by online con artists farming private information.
Let me get this straight, Playboy. You're saying somebody scammed spam?
It would appear so, Felix. Sad truth is that it happens to millions of people each and every year.
It never made sense to me how people get scammed. Like, are people just running around shouting out their social security numbers or something?
No, it's actually something much more sophisticated than that. They're able to coax the information out of people through various techniques.
Like what? Excuse me. Say, friend, I seem to have forgotten my social security number. Mind if I borrow yours?
Don't be ridiculous, Felix. They send someone some form of spam.
And then what?
Well, if it's believable enough, people feel compelled to give sensitive information.
I have never had spam good enough that I thought, hey, this spam sure is fantastic. Here's a copy of my driver's license.
It's not the spam that you eat, Felix.
And how did nobody at Hormel know it was spam?
As I said, if it's convincing enough, it can be very hard to tell.
But if anybody knows about spam, it's Hormel.
I don't think that you're understanding the situation.
And for that matter, if it's such an epidemic in society, why don't they just go to the source and shut down the ones making the spam?
I'm in a nightmare.
Spam was the reason I lost $250,000.
Someone sent you spam and you ended up losing $250,000, Bonnie?
Oh my, yes. They sent an email asking for my credit card number.
Oh, tell me you didn't.
I sure did. I bought 65,000 cans.
Hang on.
You bought 65,000 cans of spam?
Yep.
I'm legitimately terrified to ask, but why did you buy $250,000 worth of spam?
I make sculptures.
Spam sculptures.
Spam sculptures of what?
Oh, all kinds of celebrities. I've already made James Spamron, Spam Greer, the Addams Family.
We've gone off the rails.
Hey, Bonnie, how much for a Spamela Anderson?
We'll be back next hour.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Making headlines, only 3% of parents with ugly children recognize that their children are in fact ugly. But first, we start today with the study out of MIT. According to the study there, they've determined the toughest tongue twister in the English language.
MIT is studying tongue twisters.
It would seem so, yes.
Yeah, no wonder it's such a tough school to get into. Come on, man.
Point taken, Felix. Nevertheless, MIT conducted a study and determined the toughest tongue twister in the English language.
She sells seashells on the seesaw.
No.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
No.
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
No.
He threw 3 free throws.
No, none of those, Felix. According to the folks at MIT, the toughest tongue twister in the English language is pad kid poured curled pulled cod.
Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Man, that's easy. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Come on.
Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Yes, that does seem too easy to be the toughest tongue twister.
Yeah, man, what's that thing you say every day before we go on the air?
You mean my vocal warm-up?
Yeah, something about Betty.
Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter better. So she put a bit of better butter in her bitter batter, and it made it bitter batter better. So 'tis better Betty bought a bit of better butter.
See, man, that's a lot tougher than pad kid poured curd pulled cod.
Not according to MIT. Betty butter might be tough, but not the toughest.
You ever hear about
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Thrill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Luke. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. All right, Luke, you understand how this here game is played?
Yep.
Fantastic. Today, you have your choice of one of three stories. We offer you interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. We have Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally, today, we have Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
Animalize This.
A diaper-wearing animal's journey aboard a high-speed train in Poland is going viral after video was captured by a lawmaker who was not amused by the spectacle. Ooh, I can't pronounce this person's name, but they're a member of Parliament for the Law and Justice Party. They posted a video that he captured aboard the inner-city train line between the cities of Krakow and Warsaw. Now, the video shows an animal dressed in a diaper walking through the train's aisles between seats. He sharply criticized the animal's owner for the unconventional means of transport, as well as the train service for allowing it. He said, quote, "Many of you wrote that the animal was taken care of. Nonsense. It was scared and stressed out. This is what modern animal abuse looks like." All right. Well, the question is, what was the animal that was wearing the diaper? Was it a sheep? Was it a pig? Was it a monkey or was it a donkey? Sheep, pig, monkey, or donkey?
Well, considering that monkeys throw their poop around, I'm going to have to go with a monkey.
Monkey.
Okay. That's not a bad
Where
guess.
was it again?
In Poland. I was on a train between Krakow and Warsaw.
Oh, that's a donkey.
Donkey.
So obvious. So
It
obvious.
is. It is.
I'm going to say a sheep.
Sheep.
What was this diaper-wearing animal on a train? A sheep, a pig, a monkey, or a donkey? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Go to Poland where a diaper-wearing animal is on a train, making news on Animalize This, the category. I'm walking down the aisle. Somebody just got upset, like, look, man, this thing looks panicked or distressed or whatever the deal is. Either way, it was an animal, and the animal was wearing a diaper. So was it a sheep, a pig, a monkey, or a donkey?
And I asked that question to everybody, but specifically today, you, Luke, I asked you that question, but let us start with... D. Ted Smith, you went with the donkey.
Donkey.
Not as obvious as it sounds.
All right. I just assumed Poland donkey.
Of course. Luke, you went with a monkey. It was not a monkey, my friend. Sorry to disappoint you. And Miles, you went with a sheep.
Yes.
You are correct.
What's a sheep, huh?
Yeah. Why'd you go sheep?
Oh, it was what was left. It's either that or pig.
Yeah. I just went out of guess sheep. That's just so weird.
And it's hard putting a diaper on a sheep.
How do you know? You ever tried?
I have.
You're a sheep wrangler?
Just a diaper deer.
Yeah, diaper. Okay, I got you.
A lot of stuff probably gets caught up in the wool.
I would think so. A lot of dingleberries.
I need a bidet for sure.
He just had a surgery.
Oh. Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got the Jimmys.
Found a Kibble.
You got Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, Bill Maher, Weekend Update, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
And it's right there. The title. These guys have teams of talents, writers, something 12 their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine. Is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
A cow in Germany won its freedom after it escaped on its way to a slaughterhouse and joined a flock of 200 sheep. It also now identifies as a sheep, so do not call it a cow.
The Ted Smith.
Yes.
Yeah. Good for that cow.
Good for you. Good for you, cow.
Wearing a diaper now.
Sheriff's officer in Indiana went into an elementary school to jokingly hand out tickets to students using the phrase 6-7. Everyone had a good laugh. Then he pulled out his gun and said, "Now tell me what it means."
Bill Maher.
Seth.
Weekend Update.
A sheriff's officer in Indiana went into an elementary school to jokingly hand out tickets to students using the phrase 6-7. Everyone had a good laugh. Then he pulled out his gun and said, "Now tell me what it means."
I'm dead serious, kid.
What does it mean?
How do I use it in a sentence? Now that Berkeley police arrested a man who hid in a sorority house, watched the women in their shower, and stole their underwear, they have to tell us how handsome he was. That way, when we make a movie about it, we'll know if it was funny or scary.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Now that Berkeley police have arrested a man who hid in a sorority house, watched the women in their communal shower, and stole their underwear, they have to tell us how handsome he was. That way, when we make the movie about this, we'll know if it was funny or scary.
When I was a teenager, I watched a lot of those kind of raunchier comedies.
Porky's and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to get to an age to college where you just got to do panty raids on women's homes. Turns out
they made it look like that's just what you do.
Yeah. Turns out you cannot do that.
Don't do that.
That's illegal. It's creepy. The U.S. Mint this week stopped producing new pennies. Doesn't make sense.
SNL.
Yeah, SNL.
That's SNL.
The U.S. Mint this week stopped producing new pennies. Doesn't make sense.
I know. It is kind of funny, though, just to see comedians that sometimes just do like a joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes you a second, like, okay.
Let's see. Obviously, good, bad for the weekend. Seahawks. Defense looked awesome. Offense can move the ball. 4 turnovers is tough. Was there a fumble too? 4 interceptions for Sam Darnold doesn't look good. Now, Sam, I still got your back. I have faith in you, buddy. But it's hard to beat the odds right now. And the reputation of kind of clams up there towards the end. But with that said, a lot of them do in important games. We just forget about that as we got kind of used to Tom Brady. But
it takes a long time. You know what I mean? Like Lamar always gets it right. Like he doesn't do this and that in the playoffs. It's like right, but
they
Lamar,
skip
they're
it.
there. They're there every year.
Look, the Hawks are going to the play. Look, last year it was Mark Andrews dropped the 2-point conversion in the end zone. We didn't beat the Bills. But nobody says, why did he have to be in position to do that? And they forget that Lamar, without being touched, fumbled the ball, gave it to the Bills, and they forgot the pick that he threw. And I go, like, you understand the full game before you get mad at any one person. And Darnold, look, I will say this about the Hawks. Obviously, nobody likes to lose, right? So I get that. But you got a good effing team because go up against the Rams, are hot as S right now, have 4 freaking interceptions. You lose by 2 because it's a big-ass field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says a lot about the character of that team.
You also figure it out as you go. I mean, just like anything else. Like, look at Michael McDonald. This is his second year. Sam Darnold has been with a different head coach.
He doesn't go by
Mike.
2-minute offense.
Different offensive coordinator. different quarterback coach.
Red zone D.
Different head coach. Where was he? Vikings, Carolina. How many teams has that guy been on?
Yeah, and look, I mean, look,
like, you gotta.
If anything, at the annoying part of like coaching, which obviously I'm not an NFL coach, like the only thing I would say is like, look, obviously he was a little nervous, he got thrown off, and the Rams did a great job.
Yeah,
right. They threw in some different coverages. The teams are going to dare the Seahawks to run the ball, which I always say you can run the ball more. Now, Zabel, I've heard this morning, maybe his injury to his knee's not as bad as they initially thought, so that's good moving forward. And then I would sit there and work on that 2-minute offense a lot in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Because they did drive the ball down, but you could have got a little bit closer. And I mean, you know it's bad when I'm yelling at the TV, like, tempo, move, like, come on, urgency. I think Greg Olson's like, they could use some more urgency here.
Yeah. No, but it's a great game. I mean, look, like I said, everyone's disappointed when they lose, but I have lost zero faith in the Hawks' ability this year.
And I kind of like McDonald and McVay. Like, you know, everybody's like, McVay's the smartest offensive mind. Some people say McDonald might be the smartest. Like, I kind of like those two kind of going at each other. Like, you know, it was fun with the Niners for a few years. The Niners are just getting old.
They're falling.
I don't think they're like bad. But, yeah, you could see this Rams matchup. That could be the next big step there for a few years.
It definitely helps with Kittle's back for them.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I said to my buddy, as the first set of games, we were just watching Red Zone, and they show highlights. And I go, am I losing my mind? Is Kettle a touchdown machine? But I don't play fantasy anymore much. And he goes, he is. He just unfortunately gets hurt.
Right. He's not there a lot.
Correct. So I was like, all right, I'm not losing my mind here. But George Kittle, definitely a dude I'd want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Kind of wish he was on our team. Sometimes you want to hang out with dudes, though. Why? Because they're hot. All right? Let's just stop covering it up. We all know it, straight or whatever. Some dudes are attractive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a great segue, Ted.
Thanks, dude.
It was. Right out of football.
Well, look, you can.
Good looking men.
Meanwhile, Kittle's like, is he excluding me? Like, is he segueing away from my ugly ass?
Football has so many pseudo weird terms in it. Like, I don't even have to.
Yeah, I know.
So basically, somebody went over to Reddit, was just like, all right, straight guys, like, enough with it. So I have a list of 20 men of the straight guys find attractive.
All
right. You
Based on looks, not personality.
Ryan Reynolds.
That was quick, Mike.
Man, he has a stranglehold on a lot of dudes.
Not on this list.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, of course. He's number 5.
You're damn right he's on that.
Now that makes sense. Of course. Like, for instance, number 20 on the list, David Beckham. Bex.
Sure, yeah. You can recognize he's a good-looking guy.
After him, Keanu Reeves.
I like everything he does. I don't think that if I was gay, he would be my type. But I mean, it's Keanu.
But you don't know.
Yeah, maybe I would like him. Old scruffy look.
I get it.
Idris Elba.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
I mean, look, he could be James Bond. I don't think you know what I mean. Like, I think anybody, and that's kind of what they're having a little tongue in cheek fun with the list too.
And he's
like,
just too cool.
Right? Like, it's not like
It almost annoys me.
It's like when you're a boy in high school and it's like, oh, you think he's good looking? It's like, well, now we're old enough. Like, yeah, all right. Some guys are just better looking. Like DB's good looking.
It's annoyingly so.
Yeah. Sam Elliott makes the list.
Really? Do you think people would find it if he didn't have that voice? Right, because the voice is part of who the F he is. And it's funny, can you just make a TV show with Billy Bob Thornton and not have Sam Elliott?
Man, he's everywhere.
I'm with you. I know what I mean? Sam Elliott just comes off with that voice, and like he's been a cowboy, he's been a soldier. Like you're just like, that's a goddamn man.
Has he ever just played a bitch? You know what I mean?
It's in his contract.
I've been hiding out of my Back of my bed, somebody broke in my house. I'm scared. If he's the character, he blew the freaking hat off.
Please don't kill me.
Danny
I'm
Trejo
on you know?
Yeah, Danny Trejo's another one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oscar Isaac. I'm not even positive who that guy is.
I believe he's...
I know who he is. He was
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight. He was the dad in Dune.
He was in the new Star Wars.
The new Star Wars. And I am done.
Some classics here. Robert Redford.
I guess.
Like
growing up, I always heard women going on about him. But even as a kid, when I saw him, I'm like, all right. Like I thought Paul Newman was a better looking dude than Robert Redford.
He's got the greatest gift.
Yes,
Robert Redford?
yes, he does. Yes.
Oh, does he? He's got one of those, huh?
Yeah. He's got the beard. He looks like Sean.
Jason Momoa made
With
the
hair.
list.
Well, yeah.
McConaughey.
Sure.
How about Pedro Pascal?
He's next on the list.
Okay.
Brad Pitt, Paul Newman. I mean, I think, look, McConaughey also is just, to me, he's a good-looking dude.
Easy going, buddy.
Right, and he's got that cool accent and everything. I told you, just the beer guy down in Austin. Like, I went to him so many times. Now, I don't think he was pulling all the way down to the bottom of that cooler. But he was like, and then get you ice-cold beer. And he leaned over and leaned a little bit, and he goes, got it at that bottom for you, man. It's cold as it gets.
You know damn well
And I
he's
was
lying
like,
to you.
oh, I like it. He's like, I'll be here all day, partner. And I was like, God damn it, I'm going to spend $80 buying beer from this guy. And he had blonde hair.
By the way, somebody here says
I'm going to stop.
says Sam Elliott on the show Parks and Rec. He played a vegan.
All right, so
That's
that's range.
Meat is murder.
That's range. Yeah, meat's murder.
Go over our list.
My food doesn't have a face.
I am the sun.
Now, for some reason, you got Newman on here, Redford on here. I feel like they did Harrison Ford a little dirty. They go 80s Harrison Ford. Okay,
Well,
I
that's
get
what
it.
people find attractive, though, I guess.
He's
Well,
in his
why
80s.
we didn't put a decade on the other guys.
That's because, like older Sam Elliott is more attractive than younger Sam Elliott.
So wait, are they saying like in his 80s or from the 80s?
I think just from the 80s.
Oh, damn. All right.
That's specific.
Damn. That is why you got to bring that up, man.
That's what I'm saying. Brad Pitt, Paul Newman, Robert Redford. Nothing about Redford and Newman's era. Just they get on the list. Then it's like Harrison Ford. Caveat: just in the 80s. He aged out bad. It's a list of hot guys, straight guys.
Aged like a fine cheese.
Yeah, got moldy. Ewan McGregor makes the list.
Okay, I get it.
Ryan Gosling, we already talked about him. Timothy Olyphant.
Which one?
Okay,
I know the
that's
name.
Justified.
Yeah.
I know his name. I just can't picture his face.
Yeah.
And then basically it just ends with all the superheroes.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans,
Chris Evans is number one.
Robert Downey Jr.,
Hugh Jackman,
and
Henry Cavill.
Henry
something like that.
Cavill. Henry Cavill,
Was it?
Superman.
He was a Superman as well.
Yeah.
Chris Evans has been a superhero, right?
Yeah, Captain America.
Captain America.
And the Human Torch.
And Hugh
that's
Jackman,
right.
I mean, of all
Is he good looking, though?
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's good looking, he sings, he dances. Plus,
He does all the things the ladies like,
See,
but I'm
and
saying
oddly
this is
enough-
for good
This is
looking.
for men.
To be fair, though, when he's not Wolverine, I find him less attractive. When he's a Broadway
So,
man.
that was going to be my point. Is that also like I'm kind of naming everybody? Then I'm like, well, of course Hugh Jackman's on there. He's Wolverine,
Right.
And I don't know why.
Yeah, as a dude, like, all right, that's testosterone at its finest.
Right, but Greatest Showman Hugh Jackman is not exactly the most attractive.
You're
Why
right.
don't
Like,
they do a crossover? The Greatest Wolverine. It's like Wolverine the musical.
you're going to put Wolverine to Les Mis?
Yeah. That's what it changed.
Well, I don't know the story of Les Miserables, but I'm sure it would have been much different if
Oh, yeah.
Wolverine had been involved.
Everybody's getting food, bub.
That's
All right.
We're going
the
to go ahead
tagline.
and eat today.
Wolverine Les Mis. S about to change.
Has there been another Wolverine?
Not as far as we know.
Henry Cavill Wolverine. That's about it.
What?
He showed up in the latest Deadpool.
As Wolverine?
So they're
right, 'cause
They're
they
playing
go
with the
through.
multiverse right now, and one of the multiverse Wolverines was the Henry Cavill Wolverine. He showed up for like 5 seconds.
And it's just kind
Because
of a
there's
joke.
other Supermans, but Hugh Jackman's the only person you're like, dude, he's Wolverine.
He's the
so
guy.
Yeah, he is Wolverine.
I feel like you could walk into any restaurant, pub, bar, wherever in the world, and people are like, oh, yeah, it's Hugh Jackman. Like, oh, and then somebody be like, dude, he's Wolverine. Like, get him a table.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Just stands out that way. Let's see. You got some football on tonight over on ESPN. And I want to say for the YouTube TV people out there, I think you could watch ESPN again. I wouldn't know.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
'Cause I have
yes, yes.
Xfinity,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we've been loving life with our ESPN and ABC with no droughts
For
there.
years.
For years. No droughts there at all. But ESPN, you got the Raiders hosting the Cowboys.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. Headlines coming up. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Here's your beat.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, metal fans are left heartbroken when Satan admits that he doesn't care much for rock music. But first, the canned meat company Hormel was left reeling over the weekend. It seems they were targeted by online con artists farming private information.
Let me get this straight, Playboy. You're saying somebody scam spam.
It would appear so, Felix. Sad truth is that it happens to millions of people each and every year.
It never made sense to me how people get scammed. Like, are people just running around shouting out their social security numbers or something?
No, it's actually something much more sophisticated than that. They're able to coax the information out of people through various techniques.
Like what? Excuse me. Say, friend, I seem to have forgotten my social security number. Mind if I borrow yours?
Don't be ridiculous, Felix. They send someone some form of spam.
And then what?
Well, if it's believable enough, people feel compelled to give sensitive information.
I have never had spam good enough that I thought, hey, this spam sure is fantastic. Here's a copy of my driver's license.
It's not the spam that you eat, Felix.
And how did nobody at Hormel know it was spam?
As I said, if it's convincing enough, it can be very hard to tell.
But if anybody knows about spam, it's Hormel.
I don't think that you're understanding the situation.
And for that matter, if it's such an epidemic in society, why don't they just go to the source and shut down the ones making the spam?
I'm in a nightmare.
Spam was the reason I lost $250,000.
Someone sent you spam and you ended up losing $250,000, Bonnie?
Oh my, yes. They sent an email asking for my credit card number.
Oh, tell me you didn't.
I sure did. I bought 65,000 cans. Hang on.
You bought 65,000 cans of Spam.
Yep. I'm legitimately terrified to ask, but why did you buy $250,000 worth of Spam? I make sculptures. Spam sculptures.
Spam sculptures of what?
Oh, all kinds of celebrities. I've already made James Spamron, Spam Greer, the Addams Family. We've gone off the rails.
Hey, Bonnie, how much for a Spamela Anderson?
We'll be back next hour.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Making headlines, only 3% of parents with ugly children recognize that their children are in fact ugly. But first, we start today with the study out of MIT. According to the study there, they've determined the toughest tongue twister in the English language.
MIT is studying tongue twisters.
It would seem so, yes.
Yeah, no wonder it's such a tough school to get into. Come on, man.
Point taken, Felix. Nevertheless, MIT conducted a study and determined the toughest tongue twister in the English language.
She sells seashells on the seesaw.
No.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
No.
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
No.
He threw 3 free throws.
No, none of those, Felix. According to the folks at MIT, the toughest tongue twister in the English language is pad kid poured curled pulled cod.
Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Man, that's easy. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Come on.
Pad kid poured curd pulled cod. Yes, that does seem too easy to be the toughest tongue twister.
Yeah, man, what's that thing you say every day before we go on the air?
You mean my vocal warm-up?
Yeah, something about Betty.
Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter better. So she put a bit of better butter in her bitter batter and it made it bitter batter better. So 'tis better Betty bought a bit of better butter.
See, man, that's a lot tougher than pad kid poured curd pulled cod.
Not according to MIT. Betty Butter might be tough, but not the toughest.
You ever hear about Betty Butter's baby brother Bobby?
What? Betty Butter is a tongue twister, Felix, not a real person.
Nah, man, Betty Butter had a baby brother Bobby.
Oh, here we go. Betty Butter had a baby brother?
Bobby, man. Betty Butter had a baby brother Bobby whose baby had a bigger belly than Bobby Butter.
Baby brother Bobby Butter's baby belly was bigger than baby brother Bobby Butter's belly?
That's what my Uncle Julius told me, man.
Your Uncle Julius knew a Betty Butter?
Yeah, man, it said that Betty Butter was always bitching about a bit of batter, but her baby brother Bobby's baby boy Benji, his belly was bigger than baby brother Bobby's belly.
I don't believe that.
What, the baby Butter's baby brother Bobby's baby had a bigger belly than baby brother Bobby?
No, Felix, I don't believe any of it. It's just a tongue twister, not a biographical account of a real person.
If you say so, Playboy.
I do. Anyway, once again, MIT has determined the toughest tongue twister.
Okay, I got one for you, man.
A tongue twister.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you can do it without cussing.
As a man who does not use profanity, I accept your challenge.
Palm tree, pine tree, country.
That's it? That's the whole tongue twister. That's very easy, Felix. A child could say that.
Can you say it without using a bad word?
Of course I can. Palm tree, pine tree, country. What? Palm tree, pine tree, country. What are you laughing at? Palm tree, pine tree, count. Oh, I see what you did there. This was a setup, Felix. You set me up.
I really did, man.
I apologize for my vulgar language, ladies and gentlemen. I am so very, very sorry. It was unintentional. We will be back next hour with celebrity birthdays.
Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Pennsylvania officers caught with a stolen law enforcement rifle and also selling cocaine. Meanwhile, a JetBlue flight has to turn around after passenger was smoking weed on the plane. 2 men arrested after 81 monkeys and meth were found in their car. A DoorDash delivery driver took her job just a little too far. And 3 women steal more than $1,000 in toys from a sex shop. It is time for headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
Our top story, we go to Louisiana, where a theft has occurred. Local authorities released surveillance footage of a trio of women walking into a local shop with no good intentions on the brain. They were observed storming the shop and making off with nearly $1,000 worth of merchandise that they had not paid for, aka they stole it. They were last seen in a silver sedan, and local authorities are asking anyone with information to come forward, but the reason it's making headlines is because these 3 young ladies stole $1,000 worth of merchandise from a local sex shop.
Including ham panties.
So they stole 3 things.
All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Ever gone on one of those?
I'm curious to know what they stole. Like, what are they digging? What are you into?
I'm trying to think of what's readily grabbable, if you will, because there's a handful of things that are behind glass. They're behind they're behind the counter. So I'm sure that there was plenty of clothing that got jacked there.
All right, lingerie. But they said toys. They were specific about saying toys.
They were specific about the toys, weren't they? So yeah, I think it's just your average foul eye.
Foul eye.
Like a dildo?
Man, you make that sexy.
Yes, sir. That is
just your average foul eye.
That's what I was trying to imply there.
All right. Foul eye?
Yeah. Multiple phallic objects.
All right.
Foul eye. I'm married. In other news, over to Thailand, where a smuggling operation has been disrupted. Local patrols conducted a stop of a vehicle last week on suspicion of it being involved in a smuggling ring that they had been investigating. Their suspicions turned out to be warranted, as officers found several blue net bags in the back of the vehicle containing more than 80 monkeys, macaques, back there. The area is a known hub for wildlife smugglers, and they sell highly prized endangered creatures on the black market in China, Taiwan, and Southeast Asia. The macaques were seized and the smugglers were arrested, as well as the methamphetamine pills and crystal meth that they had in their possession.
Jeez.
Yeah, macaques.
Right. Yeah.
Monkeys and meth. They're just swinging for the fences. I kind of dig it.
God, that sounds like a great band. We are monkeys and meth. Thank you very much.
Turn it. Let's get ready to hop around.
I want to see this pit open up. Monkeys and meth.
It's up to all my monkeys. Everybody here on meth? All right.
Get it.
We're going to play for 6 hours.
Your ass is mine.
Right.
If you've spent any time on TikTok lately, you may have heard of the saga of the DoorDash girl. Ted, I think that you're the only other one in this room that might have heard about this story.
I read her story this morning, otherwise I'd never heard of her.
Yeah, I've seen her videos. In case you missed it, she uploaded a video a while back detailing her recent traumatic experience while working for DoorDash, where she was sexually assaulted. She claims that she made a delivery to a home that had the front door open. Through the open door, the assault was detailed as the customer laying on his couch with his pants around his ankles and his downstairs exposed. She made the video claiming sexual assault and had a horde of people behind her, but others raised questions as to why would she walk into a home if her delivery instructions were to leave the order on the porch. The man was passed out on his couch during the encounter, and Ring camera footage showed that she opened the closed door of the home to let herself in, and on top of it all, she did film and post the man passed out on his couch without his permission nor knowledge, which is what led to the latest update of the story, as she has been arrested on felony charges.
Oh.
She's now due in court on a handful of charges. Yeah.
Very good.
Huh.
So that's
right.
because it was unlawful surveillance, I believe is what it counted as, because she filmed the dude without his knowledge.
And you broke and entered.
Right. She was saying that it was sexual assault because she walked in there and he had his pants down and he was exposed. The guy passed out on his couch with his pants off.
And he said leave it at the front.
Correct.
He had no intention of interacting with you whatsoever.
Right.
Sometimes I fall asleep afterwards, too.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it. It looked like, that's what it looked like happened.
We know what
got
happened.
Got home, ordered food, so just leave it outside.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch one. And then fell asleep.
I'm a catch one. No. So yeah, there's a lot more unanswered questions than there are answered in that situation. And when she started getting questions, she doubled down on it, and that didn't help her case because it kept unraveling from there.
Mind your business.
Correct. Why did you push the door open? Why did you open the door? It was closed.
And they had instructions to leave it outside.
Right.
You
Correct.
shouldn't even have touched it.
Even that story I told about forgetting the food up there. Like, if it's gone, it's gone. I've already paid for it.
Right.
That's on me.
That's on you.
Because I said, just leave it there.
Correct. While we all do what we can to enjoy our flying experience, there's a limit on what's allowed. We covered this earlier today. A flight from Boston to Tampa had to turn around and make an emergency landing after a passenger tried to unwind a little during the flight. The crew determined that the passenger either smoked or vaped marijuana in the plane bathroom, which was at some point inhaled by the crew as well, posing a safety hazard, which... they can be high on the plane. We're fine. The call was made to the ATC for an emergency U-turn, and the flight was delayed more than 5 hours. The passenger who had a first-class seat on the flight was removed and faces some steep penalties.
Again, just take a vote. As passengers, do you want to turn around for this reason, or do you just want to continue? Like, let's just continue.
Right.
It's tough, too, because, who knows, right? They might have upgraded him. Who knows why he's in first class? But everybody else going to the back, you're like, damn, look at him in first class. Then you find out you got to turn around as this idiot smoking weed. And we all smoke weed here.
Yeah.
I would be pissed.
I would be real pissed.
I mean, I would have a hard time not walking by and be like, it's called an edible.
Right. And Boston to Tampa, that can't be more than, an hour and a half, 2 hour flight?
No, it's probably like 3 hours, but
okay.
Still.
Like, damn.
But I'm delayed 5 hours because of that.
Correct.
Come on, man.
But just in case those stories up to bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
we go to Oklahoma, where punishments are doing some good. A local city is once again giving those that bend the rules a little relief. For the remainder of the year, they're allowing people with the minor traffic infractions and late fees on their library books to donate non-perishable food items in order to reduce or eliminate their fines. They say participants will receive $10 off of their fines, up to $100 for each item donated, and boasts roughly $3,000 worth of donations were made last year with the same offer.
Yeah, I believe that.
So, absolutely, man. If that works, let's do it. Good news, boys. Men's Room Sports are brought to you by the fine folks at Lacrosse Footwear.
All right.
We're back. We're back. You got college hoops on FS1, Fox 13 Plus, and Big Ten Network, and Monday Night Football over on ABC and ESPN between the Cowboys and the Raiders. As far as your weather, overcast with a low of 42 tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be cloudy with a high of 50, so we're in for the nasty. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawkins out.
Coach for Kids is on. Donate now at KISW.com. The lovely Jolene coming up in seconds.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Letha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.